And I think we're live. Yes, we are. Is the mic
We are
working? Yes, it
live.
is. Yes, it is. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Candlekeep Mysteries, the sealed pages of Verglas, with us, the Rollers of Fate. Woohoo! I am Mo, your host for today, and as always, my partner in crime, Cisco, whichever direction you are, Cisco Blanco.
Yeah, I'm here.
And what better bunch of people to take on this journey than these beautiful, contagious players? We have Luke, we have Andy, we have Matt, we have Ross. I'm pointing the wrong direction, 100%. We
Yep.
have
Let's do that. I
we
don't
have
want to
Lucky.
confuse the stream.
We
So
have
let's look
Lucky.
right now.
Unfortunately, David is still a little unwell, and we hope to have
Yeah.
him and the splendid Dorothy back with us soon. So please
Yeah.
wish
Bless
him
your
well.
heart,
Slender?
David.
Slender?
Peace, David.
Not how he described it to us.
We hope to have you back soon, David, if you're watching. I'm going to leave it to Ross. Andy, go ahead, Andy. What is it that you
Well,
want to say?
it is very recently come to my attention that it was our dear Matt's birthday very recently. I like to treat you all to a non-trademark birthday song. It was only about a couple of lines long. Oh, birthday boy, add one more year. Oh, birthday boy with a big fat beard.
Okay.
I'll be here all week. Should have been a bard.
It's fine.
Nice.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I just wanted that was amazing. Happy birthday, Matt. I hope you had a good
Thank
week.
you.
18.
18. Are you 18? 28?
I am. Oh my god. You actually fell for it. I'm 24.
24.
It's exactly between that.
Yeah, exactly. Between that.
God damn it.
It's okay to be young, Matt. It's okay to be young. Don't be upset.
We all wish we were 24.
Mm.
I wish I was 18.
A few of us could be 18 twice by now. But
No,
Not me.
Close.
I'm kind of okay at being 20.
Yeah.
Shut up, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up,
Sit in the
Luke.
corner.
no, leave
Sit
Luke
in the
alone.
corner.
He's the best of us.
Go get your bottle, Luke.
So we are back. It's 2020. Obviously, with 2020 comes new starts, new beginnings. Everyone's got these New Year resolutions and stuff. Any of you guys got anything that you guys want to share? New Year's resolution, maybe in D&D terms or anything like that?
I'm wondering where the hell we lost 2 years. 2020.
Exactly. Why
I don't want to
That
do
is crazy.
2020 again.
I
I
know.
wanna
Right?
kill. I wanna
2020
kill.
was awful.
I wanna kill 7 players this year. You know, like or 9. 9 would be
Six.
hell.
Six.
Like
One,
9
two,
players,
three,
9
four,
layers
five.
of hell. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So that's my aim for this year. I want to kill 9
Oh,
players. Not joking.
I think I'm on the same boat. I think I'm a bit too nice to every one of you guys. I think you deserve a lot more punishment from me. So
That lava damage does.
Finally. We've only been
finally.
asking for it for like 2
No
ages.
mercy, no mercy.
don't worry, I will bring it.
All pushovers.
Yeah. We hope that this year brings us
Ooh.
so much more D&D. We have so much in plans. We will keep you all updated on things that are to come and changes that are going to be as well. So look forward to that and keep an eye on that as well. But apart from that, I'm going to leave the announcements to you, Cisco, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Sorry, I'm just saying hello to one of our all players that is here on the stream. Nice to see you, bro. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, amazing. We play a really cool wall mount campaign together. Nice to see you, bro. All right. So yes, just as we always mention, for you who are new to the stream, you can check us out on Twitch right after the stream. We will be there. The episode will be there. Also, if you want to check our all episodes, you can go to our YouTube channel, rollers_of_fate. And where you can find as well our Curse of Strat Dining in Barovia campaign that is on Sunday and it is DM'd by me. I'm always an awesome player there. As well, if you want to send us fan art, please do to rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. And finally, we also have a Twitter that is fate_D&D, where you can catch up to our up-to-date news and other D&D related stuff. You can check all our links also there on our channel on the About section. So yeah, and thanks for watching. And it's awesome that you guys are here. We love you. And let's see where the sealed pages of Verglas take us today. I give it back to you, Mo.
All right. Well, Cisco has already said it. Let us see what mysteries shall be revealed today. I will start the music. Are you guys ready?
No introductions today.
What?
They know who we are now.
Jin.
Did I not? I did the introduction, right?
I sang you a song.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Let's, if you guys want to do a quick intro, let's do that, please.
I was
Maybe
just joking.
starting with you, Ma. Let's go. Let's do our
Boy.
characters so our viewers remind our viewers who you are.
I am Matt. I am the one that is going to be like kicked by the game masters for having interrupted them. I play Morkur, a dwarf monk, level 4 dwarf monk, who has lost himself in the fireside chat. Let's go. Lucky Resident Weeb. Let's go.
Resident Weeb here, most immersed. I play Gravon Dreg. I am the rogue fighter. I am the one that will be cheering up our dwarf companion. But let's give it up to our favorite paladin, and not forgotten this time, Luke.
You can come at
Yes,
the, you can come at
it
the
is
corner,
I.
Luke.
Don't worry, we
Yes,
all been
it's I.
forgotten here.
Out of my corner, it's I. I'm just going to speak over them, it's fine. It is I, the reason for the season. The paladin we all need in our life. That alliteration is not mine, by the way. I saw someone's face pops up. It's not mine. I nicked it from someone. You'll never know who. But yes, I am the level 4 paladin in need of a good time. That's just in general. Like, I didn't mean that in a weird way. I'm hoping for a fun session today. That's it.
Didn't want to
Let's move on. Let's move on to Andy quickly before I get any more weird looks.
Wow, our paladin's going in a funny and dark path. I'm Andy. I play Bruce. He wrings his hands a lot. I also sometimes play Bruce. He bashes things with his hands. He's also a barbarian. I'm also not very musically talented. And here's my mascot.
Hello. It's sleeping.
He's dead.
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit. And I'll pass this on to Ross. Go for it.
Yeah. I'm Ross, playing Aki, level 4 Divine Soul Sorcerer, Dragonborn, and Hot Mess. And I think we can wrap it up there. I'm not going to make it weird, Luke. I'm going to leave that to you.
Fair enough. All right. If that's everyone, let us jump into today's episode of Candles Keep Mysteries. Starting the music now. Okay. Some pages are meant to be found, and some pages are meant to be lost forever. As mausoleums began to emerge in front of them, the Seekers were assaulted by an elusive creature known as a Wight. Unknown to what laid underground, the party began rushing in to attack this creature, but soon discovered that it was not alone. Ghouls and gargoyles attacked the party, while the Wight, known as Drovath Harn, stayed its distance. However, feeling confident as the paladin Bryn fell to the ground, it sought out Grey as his next target, only to misjudge the party and soon fell to the might of Bruce. As the Wight fell, so did the other ghouls, and they soon discovered the body of Selphine and the missing Ravenfolk, Vinique and Rennick. Other things were also discovered, such as the masked bodies within the crypt, magical items, and some coin. But it was Grey who noticed the idol in the Wight, and he snatched the idol away from it without the others knowing, and then solemnly returning Selphine to her open grave. Slowly they returned back to her room from the Shadowfell, and back to the material plane. And as each one of you step through the portal one by one, this is where the story will begin. Alright. As you all step through, whoever was the last person that steps through, I think it was, let's say Dorothy. Dorothy comes in
Yeah.
through her last.
Yeah, I
And
think it was.
as she climbs through and you give her a hand and you pull her out, you immediately realize that the portal just closes in front of you all. And this feeling, this mist and chill feeling that was in the area around you in this material plane or where you were standing before has also disappeared as well. And you are now in an empty room where there is no portal. And it is once again, it's still dark outside, as if no time has passed. What would you like to do?
Just to clarify, we are at the
You are still at the
Brontifax.
Brontifax man. Yeah.
right. Okay. So right, Bruiser does it. Right. I hate this place. Can we just go, please?
I've got nothing left to grab.
Just suggest we stay away from portals from the future.
I think that
I
was
don't
my
like
initial
portals.
suggestion. Did the two missing were-raven folk come back with us?
And they are there. They're kind of crouched into the corner, kind of together. They look very, very malnourished, and they kind of look up to you guys. We would like to thank you for. Who are you? As he looks towards the rest of the party.
Guys, I think this is a chance to. I'm gonna whisper this to everyone. I think this is our chance to come up with a really good team name.
We are the Seekers of Candlekeep.
Are your seekers?
Then he pauses.
That doesn't really narrow it down, Bruce.
I think he's onto something. I think we should just be the Seekers. I don't think Candlekeep is really sponsoring our team that well.
Can I roll charisma? See how well that comes across. Just straight up charisma.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, of course.
4.
Oh no.
Their sunken
exactly like
eyes
the-
kind of widen a little bit, and they both look at each other. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the younger one says, what is Candlekeep? Sounds familiar. Is that a type of candle? Candlekeep, the one that lasts for a long time? And he looks to Rennick, that is the other one.
No. I think it is a place. I am sure I heard.
Candle of the Deep.
Tasper talking about it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you know where Tasper and Madrina are? Are they here?
Oh, right. They flew off. They had said they had places to be above game. I can't actually remember why they had to leave. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, they said because it was getting to be dark and it was dangerous, and they didn't want to hang around. And so we said, yeah, no problem. And well, we said we'd come and look for you, and well, we got some stuff out of it. So I think we made out pretty good, and well, they saved our lives. Kind of felt we owed them one anyway.
We thought we were going to be stuck in there forever, right?
Yes, I was so hungry. Thank you for the food and the water.
Well, that's why they call us Seekers, you see?
Is something weird going to happen to you because it's dark now? You're like them, right?
Like who?
You're.
I mean, I said they flew off.
Yeah.
I think he means that we are were-raven.
Yeah, it was really cool when your two pals transformed. It was, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm too weak. I don't know if I can transform.
I'm
No, but
surprised
is-
that you are
is
not
that
scared.
I'd rather you guys didn't transform around me if you're okay with that.
Do you have any food?
I'd probably go through
Yeah.
a pot.
Look at Aki. He's
Probably.
always got food.
Just,
We've got-
just rattle the jacket. Yeah, there we go.
We've got an emergency ration outside.
You can just see
I'll
them
hand over.
munching
I'll
a
hand
berry.
over whatever
You
it is
hear,
I
you
found.
hear Stone grinding as Bruce just turns slowly and looks at you. And you feel a shiver.
So what's dangerous about being a were-raven at night?
It is not us where people are scared of us. They don't understand us. They feel like we will hurt them. It is an unusual state. Not many of us are around. Not
These
here.
are like, not
We
all
could-
lycanthropy is curse.
I
Some
think
of
we
it is
can.
okay.
We can probably all empathize.
Oh, yeah. Well, you look at Jester's stack, he says, oh, we get all that all the time.
You guys might be able to empathize with a lycanthrope, but I think they all deserve what they get. I'm gonna walk off.
Oh, we upset your friend.
Well, that should be
No.
surprising.
He had a bad experience with some furniture.
Okay.
It's best.
You two have somewhere to go, or do we have to escort you to somewhere?
I mean, we were there because the figurine. Did you manage to retrieve it? Have you found it?
Did we?
Gray picked it up. And I
Did
think he
he?
did show it to us. Oh, yeah.
He didn't
he's
show
walked
it.
off.
He didn't show it to any of
He
you.
didn't
Wait,
show it, and
no,
no
he
one
did.
knows he picked it. Neither.
Oh wait,
did-
are you talking about the statue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of you know I have the statue.
Yeah,
I sleight of hand picked that up and put it right in my-
I thought you showed it to someone at the very end of it all, though.
Nope.
Why did I remember that?
I told Tiamat I have it, but that's it.
Oh, that's what
You
makes it
told.
make sense.
Oh.
So let's rewind. It's so, did you get retrieved the statue?
Honestly,
It's-
we didn't find it.
I assume it's lost in that world.
Oh,
We got.
no.
There was a horse saddle thing that you have, Bruce. Was that?
Oh,
was that
yeah,
what you
yeah.
had?
I pull out the bag of holding. Ish, bad boy.
And I got a fancy walking stick.
No, this is not the item we're looking for. It is a statue. It's about this small. If it's gone, then it is gone. I guess forever lost. Hopefully, it does not fall into the wrong hands. A powerful artifact it was.
But are you sure none of you found it?
Well, we're not all
Not that
here.
we know.
We're not
Well-
all here.
If we do find it, it is my word. It will be destroyed. I had a vision before we arrived to destroy something like a little statue. We should.
Either destroyed or put in a place where no one could ever find. But if it is now in the Shadowfell, I'm surprised we could not find it. We were there for days, even weeks in there, searching until we got captured by that creature and put into that mausoleum.
Is it?
I don't even know how long we were there.
From what
What
I
is this little statue conjure for?
it is a bad omen. It will prevent living things to ever rise in a certain radius, but it will also prevent things from. I'm not remember what it. Vinik, do you remember what else it does?
Yes, it stops people from if undead to creatures that are undead and evil creatures. It gives them some kind of benefits when they're attacking and things. Is very powerful, and he also desecrates area. So if you keep it for a long time, things you cannot have holy people, and like it's against the gods.
Do you think that's why those beasts that we had to fight were so tough? Because looking at them, they were shambling around. They didn't look all that much, but they fucked our shit up
There was a
quite
lot
a
of.
few times. Oh, yeah.
Could you maybe call your friend? Perhaps we can ask him as well. Maybe he.
Oh, yeah.
He forgot to mention. Maybe he found.
Yeah, of course. Hold on.
Sorry. I know he feels uncomfortable with us.
Great.
Hey!
Great. You begin to hear the sound of Bruce saying your name, but you manage to come downstairs. You leave the room. and you're in the kind of the hallway. And as you look out through one of the windows towards the direction of where the graves are, Bruce told you that the grave was open before, but now that you look at it, it's actually closed once again. So where Selphine's body that you put to rest in the Shadowfell seems to be now covered and not open any longer. But that is when you hear Bruce calling you.
Also, just one quick second. Make a perception check at advantage as well.
Oh, first roll.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh,
I'll do
second
it
roll.
one more time
Please
just to
first
see if I can
roll.
get better. Oh, it does get better.
Okay. You notice that it's very bright in color and completely breaks the contrast of the night. You realize that on top of Sylphine's grave, there is a little yellow canary.
Oh,
As you make eye contact with it, he stares at you. He seems to be reacting to your presence. He's kind of like,
Pecking.
how you say it? Like, yeah, pecking on the grave.
Just a minute, Bruce. And I'm gonna walk outside towards the canary. What is up with me and birds?
As you walk towards the canary, you see like almost like a magical illusion. The canary starts to split into 7 versions of itself. And then out of the sudden there is 7 canaries there. And they all look at you and start to make a sound like without even knowing what the sound they're making, they sound like they're angry with you. You can make a religion check if you want.
Hell. I'm on a roll tonight.
I know.
Jesus
With a
Christ.
17, you will recognize that 7 canaries always accompany Bahamut on his human form.
I don't have time for this. Just gonna wave my hand at them and just walk away. I don't want to hear it from you.
They make a sound and squeak a little, and then as you look back for a second, they are not there anymore.
I'm gonna walk back up to Bruce, just kind of very solemn.
You alright?
I'll be better once I can get a little drink. Maybe take Morker here to the brothel. Come on, Morker, you'll have fun, and I'm gonna pat him on the back real hard.
About brothels. Did you find any little statue or trinket while we were in the Shadowfell?
Trinkets? I found lots of trinkets. I'm gonna pull out my jar of ghoul tongues.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I could sell these to Candlekeep. Or maybe we could eat them. Aki, have you ever made ghoul tongue before?
Not ghoul.
Oh,
Is it even fresh?
yeah.
Ghouls, just by
we just killed
definition,
them.
are not fresh.
Grey statues, did you find them?
Put that back in. I'm gonna pull out the doll that I took from the other dimension that looked like really scary at the time. Is it still scary?
No, it just looks normal now.
Isn't
What?
every doll? I've seen
Apart from
Annabelle.
the fact that it's porcelain, but yeah.
I'm gonna toss the doll to Morker. Just this.
Is this what you were looking for?
No. Make a deception check, Lucky.
I don't think my luck's gonna be good on this one.
You can re-roll it as you are about to speak those words. Somehow, you have help from somewhere else. So roll it again at advantage. So you can roll 2 die the second time.
You'll nat 20 this. Do it.
Well,
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
I did. I got a nat 20.
Oh,
Is it not showing up? Oh, okay.
I keep believing this. What the fuck?
Stand up. I want to see where you fit the
16,
horseshoe.
17, 20, 20, what?
Toss salt over his shoulder. He fixed the mirror.
It's the feng shui. I changed up the room now. I'm not no
Yeah.
longer on the closet
All
door.
you needed to do.
It's feng shui, folks.
Is the new juju.
Hmm.
That is
Juju.
that is not what it is. Never mind. I will just assume that it has been lost, and hopefully it will not return to this world ever again.
Yes, that's it's good. At least it's gone forever. That's good enough.
Why don't you all rest for the night? Hopefully, Tasper and Madarina will come in the morning, and you can say goodbye to them. And have they given you any reward or anything to take?
Yeah,
They actually promised us you were gonna give us like 500 gold or something like that.
What?
Wait a minute. No, hang on a minute. No, they didn't.
We do not have that kind of money.
He just chuckles under his breath.
Or they said you'd give us like some sort of artifact and some books we could take back to Candlekeep. That was more than 500 gold around there. I don't know.
Should
Bruce,
sort this out in the morning.
Bruce is
when
like, "No, you
Madrina,
didn't."
I'm tired.
when Madrina comes, she can clarify. She's like the mother I never had. I don't know what I will do without her.
They will be back in the morning.
They should be. I'm not too sure. I hope so. Did they say they were coming back in the morning?
Checking notes. Checking
They
notes. checking notes.
they said they don't like to since the occurrences with the undead. They don't like to stay here at night. I assume that means they're gonna come back in the day.
Okay. Yeah, they always come back in the morning.
You know, since the undead's dead now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Sure.
Okay,
Please
yeah.
go use these rooms, and they point to the rooms that you guys were sleeping from before. And you see Dorothy goes, "Don't mind me," and she just walks into the other room, closes the door, and she pops her heads out, and she goes, "Does anyone want to join me?"
Bruce steps forward.
Wait, did Dorothy say that?
Mhm.
I'm gonna trip Bruce and try to walk up to Dorothy.
You actually start a fight if you do this. Bruce might let you get away with this, but with Bruce, not so much.
Exactly. This is not Bruce.
What do we
you know.
roll? What do we roll? I want to know what we roll.
Okay,
here.
okay. Hold on a second.
You have to roll to knock all the contents out of his pockets.
Fuck, I don't want to know if it's knowing it's gonna start a fight. I'll let you have this one night. I'm just gonna go down. I'm gonna go outside for a stroll.
Oh, I was looking forward to that.
So you step into the room. Anyone else?
Uh,
There's plenty of
which
space.
room was I in again? Don't remember.
Not this one.
Oh, okay.
I just stroll forward and go look for a room for me.
I remember specifically waking up in a room, but it was very empty, and I had a lot of bandages on, so I wasn't fully conscious. I'll find somewhere.
Yeah.
Above game is David watching this.
I hope so. I don't
I feel
know.
like,
I
I
hope
feel
so,
like he needs to know what will happen here.
If he doesn't watch it now, he'll definitely watch.
invitation. Yeah, it's just an invitation.
You're assuming something's happening, but she's just offered to space for you guys to sleep in. Anyway, she closes the door after that, and you all find yourself resting in different rooms or in different areas where you find comfort for this night. And the mist and the coldness that was there before is dissipated, and it's comfortable. It almost feels
Cozy.
cozy. Yeah, you could say that. Comfortable and cozy. And
Don't we make Bruce roll in constitutions?
Tell you what. I actually have an idea for further down the line, but I'd much rather David was actually on a session
Yeah.
Yeah, of
for
course.
it. So I'll
leave it to the
I'll just
imagination.
they have a nightcap. They're very coy. They flirt outrageously, and then it's It's the joke is we'll just let them all think stuff's happening. Watch this. He starts banging the floorboards with his feet.
Perception?
Can I perception?
You can hear
He's
it.
very loud.
You
You,
can hear.
you don't even need. You can just go.
That's the point. Yeah.
And
I have a
s-
question. I
Yeah.
have a question. Where is your room? Where is your room? Like, this is like on the roll of a die. Like, where is it? Like above mine, on the side? Well, it's not anywhere near.
Who
the side.
wants to be under this bedroom? Oh, hang on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. I'm gonna roll a d4.
Go ahead.
All right.
All right.
Lucky's a 1. Luke's a 2. Matt's a 3. Ross is a 4. Hey, Bryn, you're not getting sleep tonight.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
and he's the one that actually wanted to sleep.
I also wanted to sleep. But I will actually get to sleep, sadly.
After a while, Bryn, you do get some rest because the knocking stops, and whatever you had, whatever you want to make out, whatever that was, but you all rest. And after a few hours, you begin to see the sunlights coming through the windows, or for those people that have windows in their rooms. And the morning comes too, and you all wake up after a long rest. So mark that. So you have completed a long rest. And you hear the doors open, and you hear the voices of Tasper and Madarina. Hello? Is there anyone here?
Hello.
No.
Anyone here?
We go back to sleep.
Are they here?
Morning.
Madarina.
Aki will stride right out the front door and make sure that Rose is actually still there with the card. If this is where we left her.
She is still there? Mm-hmm.
Grand.
I'm gonna
Um,
roll in my
this-
sheets and try to sleep.
At the moment, she's just a donkey. There's no cart. So,
Yeah,
Right enough.
we didn't get the cart.
I'll just give it a scratch and make sure she knows we know she's still there and head back in.
alright. She feels comfortable. And you all get back in, and you are greeted by Tasper and Matarina. And immediately, as they see Renik and Vinik, they. Oh! They're here! Matarina! Renik and Vinik! And
Oh
they,
my god, you managed to do it. Oh, that's amazing. And Madrina kind of like slowly starts to get close to Vinik and Renik, and then you see like a lot of hugs and joy and tears.
We
and-
thought we lost you. It's good to see you. As you guys begin to come down. Thank you. Thank you so much. We hope that it was okay. Did anyone get hurt?
Almost died. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to stay positive.
When there was the portal and yeah, that was not the most fun we've ever had.
How
Yeah,
did
I'm sorry.
what happened to the portal?
Only
Yeah.
close.
Point at the floor. She's gone.
It's gone.
Oh, you managed to how did you do that?
We are great at our jobs. Can I roll deception for myself? Because I don't believe that.
How do you deceive yourself?
You're only like a
You
lick of
really
sleep
make
last
it
night.
visible.
Bruce. I didn't get a lick of sleep last night. Bruce.
Make a wisdom saving throw, right?
Of course, Bruce doesn't know what you're talking about. So, oh, I'm so sorry. How did you not get any sleep? Was your bed uncomfortable?
Something like that. 21.
Okay, you feel, even though you normally don't believe it, you feel like a lot of achievement, and you have done what they ask you, and you're proud of it, even though you're not convinced of it.
Well, I'm glad that you're back. Did you find the statue?
Oh yes, the statue.
I'm sorry.
We don't know.
We don't think
Rennick,
so.
Rennick will say, no, they didn't find it, Madrina. Apparently it stayed there.
It is fine. Vinik will say, We should just be grateful that we are alive, and the statue is now gone, and we hope that it never returns here again. You're correct, Finnick. That's correct. Anyway, we've bought some food. Would you like to all eat?
Anyone hungry?
Yes.
They set the table up for you guys with much more better food, still rustic with breads and stuff like that. But you all sit down and eat up, and you feel all nourished with this morning, and feel pleasant. But
Then
mhm.
sorry. I was going to say, can I pull out the raven-ended cane that I found and ask them if they recognise this? Is this something you're aware of, it being a raven? Unless that's insensitive, in which case, never mind me.
Oh, can I have a look? She kind of like reaches out to look at it. Unique. I don't know. Have you ever seen something like this, Tasper?
I think this was made. What is this? What does this say? It has initials or something. Dimin. I cannot see. It's been rubbed off a little bit. Something Dimin. I'm not too sure.
Madrina kind of like says, "Oh, Dimin Liu?
Perhaps, yes.
Liu.
Those
It's
people
on the book.
that hear
On
that.
the book.
Do you mean what was that? Do you mean Dio?
Dimin Liu is a very prominent city, domain, in the domains of dread. It's a beautiful place, decadence, lots of money, lots of parties. We've never been there, but we heard it's fun if you have the money. Very pretentious place. Not for us. We are humble people.
Nick. Out of interest, is this walking stick or cane anywhere near long enough for Aki?
It's a walking stick. Yeah, it's long enough for you to. I mean, how tall are you? 6 foot, right? You said.
A little bit more than that.
No, it's 6'8".
Oh, then it might be just barely for you. It like straightens your arm basically before it touches the ground. Yeah.
Maybe hunch your back a little bit.
It would be excellent for wearing in disguise and being an old codger. Excellent. Thank you.
That is okay. And as you all kind of fill your stomach, and what would you like to do? As the
I
party.
have a quick question.
Mhm.
Could Dorothy identify some objects for me?
What is it that you want to identify?
I have a lot.
I'll go through it quick. I'll tell you which is magical and which is not. So
the ring I got from Lady Baroness Brantifax.
non-magical.
The ring of keys with a tiny lock with a stain of dried blood in the keyhole.
I don't think any of those are magical, right, Cisco?
The none of the stuff that you found. I mean, they have like a faint magical aura. They are actually trinkets imbued with magic, but they don't really have any magical properties. They have magical effects on them and stuff like that. But in terms of useful things, they don't really do anything. But some of the things that you gather, like that little locket, the picture on it and stuff, it's got some tiny magic on it, so she can detect that, but they don't really do anything special.
Okay.
The locket with the blood, what it happens is that when you try to clean the blood out, you clean it out, and then again, after a second, it appears another drop. So it's always there. The blood, doesn't matter how much you clean it, it's always one drop. So it's just little playful things.
The question is, where is this blood coming from?
Magic.
Well,
That's what
Good.
magic is,
Dorothy,
right?
do you have any idea where the blood is coming from? Maybe Bryn, how about you? Do you know?
Oh, that I don't know, but it's just in case we ever need spare blood.
I'm gonna
I
toss it to
suppose.
Bryn. I guess this will be good for you then.
Uh, I don't usually need spare blood, but I'll
You
keep
needed it
it on
last night.
hand. Uh, it's fair, and I'll chuck it in my backpack. I don't want to think about this.
All
Set
right.
them.
Okay.
I would ask about the wand that I've been told of that I've never seen. That was recovered
You
from
mean
the
this
dragon
one?
pit. Yeah, what does that thing do?
Well,
I've
I
never
tried.
seen you.
You were asleep, Aki. We tried it out. When I used it, it turned a painting very big. I want to apologize about that before. I know this is not your home, but there is an extremely large picture now, which has fallen in the passageway. Sorry about that. But apart from that, I haven't really used it. I mean, I don't have any use for it. Do you want to hold on to it?
It just makes things bigger. That
Uh,
could be useful.
no. It has multiple properties, but it's very random. That's what I've ascertained from identifying it. But I don't really know exactly what it does. Here, have a wander with it.
I'll
That
fence
sounds
a
like fun.
rock outside and you can point it at it and zap it and see what happens.
If there's random things, it might turn it into a monster.
I mean, you want to do? Okay, very well then.
I mean, the chalet is not ours, but I wouldn't like to be put under the effect of magic. Please, I would rather if you used it outside, if it's okay.
I
Sorry.
won't use it in here. I won't. I doubt I can use it straight away. Anyway, I'll have to figure this thing out.
Well, if there's nothing else, we should leave from this, gloomy place and head back to Candlekeep, perhaps. What do you say?
Aye.
Mind if I take some of
Finally
the
agree with
leftovers?
her.
You are returning to Candlekeep. Okay. A quick way is to follow the river. If you follow the river, you will find civilization, and it will take you. Pretty much follow it through, and you'll know your way. If you, and you'll come to, what's that city? I keep forgetting. Baldur's.
Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate.
Gate.
Ah, yes,
Baldur's
that's the one.
Gate.
Yes, it'll take you straight
Baldur's
there. And I think Candlekeep is somewhere close by. I've never been there.
Bruiser.
It's a few days out.
I'm gonna slam my hand into the wall. Wait, now before we go, we did work for you last night. You haven't paid us. Could you at least give us an artifact or something for our
I
time?
mean,
I
They
mean,
saved our lives, Gray.
it's okay. I mean, she gave you the book already. Just to refresh my memory, actually, or she told you she will give it to you.
No, they gave Bruce
the-
Van Richten guides.
Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, yeah, to the Domains of Dread.
Dread,
Actually, it was
Yes,
called.
that's it. Yeah, Van Richten's Guide to the Domains of Dread.
Yeah, that book you can see just looking at it is like a very high quality. It's like worth 250 gold pieces roughly, and she will say, "Well, we don't have a lot, but I can give you a tip of advice." And she looks at you, Lucky, and she says, "I mean to you, Gray. My apologies." And she says, "One might glimpse into their future, but such a thing endless shifts. Every soul makes their own fate in the end, and it's never too late for anyone."
Beautifully said, Madrina. Beautifully said. Take that advice.
Not beautiful.
I'll think about it. We'll walk off.
All right.
Wanted some stuff.
And as you,
Thank you so much for you did for us. We will never be able to repay you. But if you ever wish to join our kindness, if we ever see each other again, we will always be here, willing to help you with anything you need. Thank you.
Bruce will walk up to. I can't remember which one you're voicing, Cisco.
Madrina.
Madrina,
That's the woman, the old woman.
Take her hand like this. You saved all of our lives. It's only fair that we assisted the lot of some of yours. You have been more than gracious and kind to us all, and I think I speak on behalf of all of us. Thank you very much for the service you have done for us.
Oh,
And he lets the
thank
candle.
you. Yes, you're so kind. Thank you to you. It's a
Well
blessing.
said, Bruce. Now let's go.
Taspa looks at the other ones. He was so different than the night before. He was much more brutier.
Don't worry about it. He gets like that. It's fine.
You understand how you can transform, yes?
Yes.
Think of it like that, except it's not a transformation of the body, it's more here. And I don't really have control as such.
Well, I hope one day you do get control, if you wish it.
Things will come.
I would very much like that. I just don't know how. You know what? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
All right. And as you all step outside, you see Rose there tied up to the side. You release her, and you all begin to.
Oh, hello, dear.
He's not ritual cast anything. There's not been time for that. He's just hugging her and making a big fuss. Oh, it's so good to see you.
She's like
Everybody's
doing all these
smacking the
movements
donkey.
with the legs, you know, like of joy. You can see she's visibly happy, you know, to see you.
As they wave goodbye to you all, you begin your journey back towards Candlekeep. And as you do, your journey takes you back around the Worm Mountain where you fought a dragon. Now that you can see it as you walk past, you see most of the top area of the mountain itself has shifted down. Perhaps what they told you about it being collapsing, collapsed before you guys were taken out. Oh, after you guys got taken out. After that, as you go around the mountain, you get to the ravine, and you start walking down the ravine, and stop to rest for the night, where you have a little spa. Who was victorious on that day? I can't remember. Was it you, Gray?
Was that
Yep.
Gray and Bruce? No,
Gray.
Bruce won.
Was...
Nice try.
No, I'm pointing up at you.
Oh, right. I thought you were going, yes.
Yeah.
That was me. I thought you were shrunk down. I'm like, wait a minute.
Bruce won. And as you travel across the bridge, you see the giant that you also defeated. But you notice the hand missing and all the jewelry gone, unknown to who had taken it. But you move on, following the river until you get to a point where you can either follow the river or you can go back towards Hardbuckler. And you all choose to return back to the merry and festival village of Hardbuckler. Once you return there, you realize there is this wedding, but one of the bride herself was found missing or had left. You soon discover her, and you convince her to return back, but you are attacked by gnolls. And as the groom, who is the very one-arm henched gnome Gurbal, protects his fiancée, and you successfully rescue them. And when they return back, they are very thankful. And Gurbal presents you with his magical mighty dumbbell, which you take. Bryn tests it out with his might, and with one mighty lift, lifts it up and feels this strength and vigor through his body, making him stronger. And as you all pack your bags, you decide to follow Lily Rose and Gurbal to a town nearby called Scornabel. This town itself is known as the Caravan City. You can see at the bank of the river, you see barges and narrowboats and skiffs all selling goods on their boat, and on land many stalls on wheels that have been set up with such finesse to entice customers to buy from their stores. No matter where you look, you see more extravagant designs and sizes of caravans everywhere. And with this excitement, you all enter into this city, gaining items and whatever you guys need, and stock up for all your needs before you continue your journey on Candlekeep. However, during this time, Gray, as you are walking around, and after your engagement with the dwarf and trying to sell your sword, you walk around, and all of a sudden, around you, everything kind of slows down. And as it does, I will leave that to Cisco to continue.
Yeah. Out of the sudden, as you are away from the group, you realize that the place itself, the forest, kind of like a little bit off where you are, is becoming foggier and foggier, and the fog gets broken by a huge dragonborn figure. He's got like a black scales, huge horns on his head, and he's basically dressed like some kind of wizard or mage with purple robes, and you can see clearly that he's approaching your direction, Gray, walking very ominous towards you.
Just very cautiously and like trying to keep it hidden, I'm gonna like put my hand near my whip. Freddy.
Hell Tiamat.
Say less. I take it you're
The
our
Dragon
collect?
Queen have sent me, the mother of all dragons. I believe you have something for me, don't you?
I'll reach inside the new gift I just got. I'm gonna reach inside the bag of holding. And I'm gonna take out the statue and
You see like his figure, like his mouth, just for a second, like the way he smiles, he looks like an alien. You know, like you've seen the movie Alien, like when the aliens do like, and you know, his upper lip kind of curls and he smiles.
I really hate to interrupt this bit of story here, but the bag of holding, that's the thing I have, is we're all out and asleep, and you just all...
No, I got a new bag of
He's
holding. This
got,
one's
yeah.
invisible.
Yeah,
Did you?
as he puts the, you
Ooh.
guys are not aware of that. That was a private conversation with us too. He puts the hand, as you put the hand into the bag of holding, your hand literally disappears from it, and then you pull out the little statue. Yes, you are good. The Mother Queen mentioned you had a lot of potential. I see it in your eyes.
Did she say anything else or give you anything else? I'm still holding the statue right in front of him. Just
He kind of like just, without even touching it, he kind of like does like a gesture with his hand, and then the statue is on his hand instead of yours. Straight away. Like it just vanishes from your hand. You realize that he's cast some kind of spell, and it just like appears on his hand.
You've got to teach me that.
Well, there's a lot you can learn from us. Perhaps if you listen to her voice, her many voices, you will get the true path of darkness that is opens in front of you. Thank you.
Keep my eyes out. Before I let you go,
You are so amusing, my friend.
yeah. Is there anything else she wants, or what does she even want the statue for?
Oh, that's a bit too complicated for you to understand. Do not worry about that for now. Just listen to her calling. And he puts the hand on your shoulder, and as he does, you feel like energy kind of like goes through all your body, this sense of despair and sadness, and coldness, like you just lost someone you really loved. And for a second, you notice that your whip kind of like shines with a blackened glint, and you almost hear it like a sound coming from it.
Take out the whip. I'm gonna crack it at something.
Yeah, as you do, you hit this tree that is next to you, and as you do, you see after it hits, the tree displays a mark like it has been burnt, like almost like you see these kind of blackened veins that sprout from the place where you hit it with. And he kind of smiles and says, well, hopefully we will see each other soon again. Great work.
Thank you. Hopefully we will. Now get out of
Hell.
here before my friends see you.
That's all right. Only you will be able to see me right now. Do not worry. Hell, Tiamat. And he kind of looks into your eyes, waiting for a answer to that.
Hail, Tiamat.
And then, out of the sudden, he coalesce, like he transform into a purpley black mist, and he's just gone. Like almost like a poof of mist. And the fog goes with him.
I'm just gonna smile a little bit and look at my whip and just... This is what I wanted. I'm gonna go find Morker again.
All right. And as you return to the party, once again, you all regroup, gather your things. And as you do, you set off, following the river towards Baldur's Gate, and from Baldur's Gate to Candlekeep. It takes about... After 3 days of travel, you realize the path that you once took before. And as you do, you realize you know exactly where you're going now. Bless you. And
Sorry.
that's alright. And you you go on for a little while until you get to a point where you see a group of people kind of gathered around, looking away in the distance. You don't know what they're looking at because you're coming from downhill and coming up. But they're all kind of standing there, kind of mumbling to each other. How could this be? What do you mean? Where's it gone? I do not know.
Dandy was here earlier. There was
An illusion,
is
perhaps?
uncanny.
And as you begin
I
coming,
don't know.
taken to the top, and you see where these people are gathered, where you saw once the city of El Turel, now there is a crater there.
Oh my!
Oh.
What an... Excuse me. Kind folks.
Ah,
Was there not a city there?
The city is gone. Nothing now.
yeah, we can see that as well. There's nothing there. Why, do you know something
You see
about it?
this little chubby boy saying that it's gone. My mom said that it's just gone.
What of the knights?
The devils took it.
Devils.
No, not the devils. It was the gods. They decided to smite this people. I saw it with my own eyes. You see this kind of
The goth?
crazy old dwarf-looking man. He's just like, no, I saw it. It came out. It was like a massive hammer. Smashed the city. Therefore, there is the crater. I don't think that's the truth. There's no hammer. I was here in the distance. I'm sure I saw some sort of sphere in the sky and then the city being uplifted. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. You see all these different stories beginning to kind of happen.
It
People
was
say,
crackling blue energy, and thunder came from the sky and took it all.
Could we roll something to try and discern what has happened? Is this far too vague for that? It's like trying to gather up all their stories and think, right, is there something here to what they're saying, or is it
Make
all
it,
just hearsay?
I'll say make a general insight check, whoever wants to make it. And if you want to kind of have a more visual of the crater itself, it's in the distance, so it'll take you like maybe an hour or two to get there. But if you want to go there, you can. But you make a perception check to see much more of what you can see from here. Let me
Is
just
it
put
just
something.
one or the other, or can we do both?
You can do both. That's fine.
Sure. Okay, I'll insight the crowd. Ooh,
International
What is going on?
Wow.
and I'll do a perception just now as well. Just
I'm not going to
Nice,
waste time
natural
doing that.
20 roll.
natural 20!
What is going on?
I see everything. I
What
know
the fuck?
everything.
What were these rolls on the night of the ghoul attack?
Exactly.
Bruce starts to ascend into the light and goes, I understand all.
I am enlightened.
He looks up and he sees Cisco and Mo dictating the world.
I
And he goes, hello, I'm
From-
Bruce Lockwood.
All these conversations, people saying this happened, that happened. You find that one of the person, so both you, Morkor, and Bruce, the person that was describing some sort of sphere in the sky and the city being sucked up seems a bit specific, and what he was saying doesn't make sense to you, but he seems to be saying a lot of details of what had transpired and stuff. While the other ones are just spitting out things and all this nonsense and jibber jabber.
Is he being brought up into the sky?
Yes. That's what he was saying. He goes, you believe me, right? Yes. I'm sure there's other witnesses around. They must have seen the same thing. I was a bit too far. All I saw was this chunk of rock, and then after that, it disappeared. By the time I got here, it was a bit dark, so I waited, and I saw this crater. Bruce, as you...
I saw it too. It was like you described. It just disappeared into nothingness.
This huge, kind of bulking, barbarian-looking Goliath says that.
I saw it. It just vanished into thin air.
Please, do not spread rumors about things that did not transpire, but you're scaring others with all this false tale.
You calling me liar?
No,
now?
not you. I'm talking to that crazy dwarf man over there. But you're wrong! It was there! I saw it! And they did start arguing. And Bruce, as you kind of look over and towards the city itself, you see this kind of dome shape, like it's been like kind of removed. So the sphere kind of makes sense now. Like it's kind of that shaped as well. You would probably need to go a closer look. You see that there are creatures in this distance. You can see like birds flying past and stuff. So it doesn't seem like there's any lingering problems or anything like that, or anything. So you could get closer. Also, what else?
So like natural creatures, beasts and such, not
Yeah.
like
Natural creatures and beasts and stuff like that. You can see are flying over that area as well, where the city would be and stuff like that. So clearly it's missing. It's not some sort of illusion or anything like that. And you do see kind of where the river would... Actually, it's not... Yeah, the barges and stuff like that, where the river is, they're still there. So it's only the city that has been uplifted as well. And in the distance, you also see like smaller like farmlands and stuff like that. That's still there. It's specifically just the city itself that's been taken up. Or taken away, you could say. Or disappeared. Who knows what's happened to it.
Was
Okay.
El Terrell not where those knights who intercepted us came from? When we were coming up on the Black Keep?
I thought they were from Fort Morning Lord, or was that the keep we're told to avoid?
I thought that was where we were told to avoid. This big... It looked a little like Bryn. Fantastic hair. He told us that they were roaming the countryside, and I thought they started there.
Well, thanks for noticing that. Oh, wait, did you mean his?
Oh, him, definitely.
Yes, the guy with
yes,
a nice
yeah.
wig.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
While this is going on, Bruce will turn to Morker because we both got the nat 20 insights. Morker, it's not just me. This particular story from this gentleman, it's far too precise. There's too many details. This and if you, I don't know if you can see it, but look at this. Look at the crater. It's a perfect sphere. He described a sphere of light.
If improbable, I do think that one of those stories seems to be better than the others. Yes. I have no idea how or why, but maybe we should get a closer look. We are on the road anyway.
It's just a good couple of hours. Hold on, everybody. And Bruce will sort of relay what he and Morker seem to have discerned from the crowd and what we seem to have confirmed from what we can see of the crater. Even pointing at the fact that the barges have not been touched. It's just the city, and the river has been left untended. It's like, well, I don't know about you, but the extent of any magic I know extends to speaking to animals. This to me suggests incredibly powerful magic.
I mean, we could go have a closer look, but I'm so tired of walking, and if you could carry me there,
I do have an idea though.
As you're saying that, just sorry for interrupting you. This woman says, "They're not letting anyone pass. The flaming fist is there. They got this. You don't have to worry. But you won't get close to it. Which my husband tried this morning because the kids were really curious. But they don't letting anyone pass. Close the city."
Who are the
Flaming
flaming?
fists?
Who are they?
You can make a history check, all of you, at advantage. Whichever one of you are from the Sword Coast can take advantage. Whoever is further away, just straight check.
I am not.
Is
from the
Baldur's
Sword Coast.
Gate?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Baldur's
it
Gate, Candlekeep, all the coast, like going to the Cloud Peaks all the way to Laskan on the top.
is.
Oh,
any-
I don't remember.
I am not from there.
I'm just gonna roll it on one and just be. I kind of wish I didn't do that. That's 3.
Bruce Boyce on the outskirt is from like near Silvery Mood out in the sticks.
Great then.
Okay.
Got a 12.
I mean, with a 12 is actually anyone who's got higher than a 10, actually, will know that the Flaming Fist is one of the factions of the Sword Coast. They are a mercenary company based actually in Baldur's Gate, and they serve as city guards. They are one of the most powerful city soldier forces, and they fight for glory and victory and the protection of the realm against evil forces.
I wouldn't
Well,
be,
it
or
seems
rather,
that Baldur's
Aki
Gate
wouldn't be
is-
very familiar with them, would he? For bad reasons.
I mean, if you got a little bit higher than the 10, you will have heard of them, and know that it's a faction well known. You know that there is a few factions that work in the Sword Coast, and this is one of them. But yeah, any of you who is a bit shady with the law will not be. It's just like, oh shit, they are like the popos, yeah.
Oh, bollocks. Oh, bollocks.
I don't know about you, Aki, but I'd rather not associate with them.
Who are these gentlemen and ladies? I suppose. Yes, of course.
They are a special guard in Baldur's Gate. They are a very powerful group of mercenaries.
Oh, guards, as in city guard.
Yes, they are a group of mercenaries that fight, and they are sold as any other mercenaries, and they function as guards in Baldur's Gate or in its surroundings, I suppose.
You will also know, Morkor, that they are part of the Lords Alliance. That is a council of lords that have all these different regions of the Sword Coast, and they are pretty much the army of the Lord Alliance. That is another faction as such.
We don't plan on actually doing anything here, right? We were on our way to Candlekeep.
Oh,
I
what's
don't-
wrong, Gray? For one time you are fearing of getting your hands in stuff?
Oh, I'm not sure about you, but me, Bruce, and Aki, we're not really wanted for the right kind of attention, if you know what I mean.
It's grossly
Do
unfair.
you, do
Maybe
you
so,
think
but they have
still
pictures
wear
of us.
those? Yeah, but it's like times has passed.
I was about to say as well, I assume if it's a big issue, when we get back to Candlekeep, we may even just be sent there. So, might as well just
I mean-
wait to see if we can get some gold out of it first.
Yeah.
The city
Go ahead and pull
fucking
my.
vanished. How do we not go and find out what happened?
Oh, bloody hell. It seems I'll be outvoted then.
So,
It-
all in
It's
favor
very
of
hard. I mean,
going
I
to
know
help?
there's nothing to get, Gray, because everything's gone. But it's interesting on its own merit. No?
It's very interesting, but I just really don't want to go to jail.
Well, you can stay here.
I'm just gonna pull my hood up. Fucking Margaret, goddamn.
At least you can hide yourself. Myself, Aki, we can't really do that. Oh, bloody hell, fine, we've been outvoted. We'll go investigate. I don't want to go to prison again.
All right. So you head towards El Terrell. Well, what is now not there, and
The city
What it
formerly
was-
known as El
was
Terrell.
once,
yeah, the city formerly known as El Terrell, like Eddie said. And as you make your way down, you see a lot of other people going there as well to try to kind of.
We are taking with us the guy that wanted asked if we could bring him there.
There was no guy telling you to bring him there, but there are people still heading towards there in this kind of the same direction. Everyone's curious, so they're all kind of starting to make their way, especially after a group of you start making their way. People start following you and they start kind of looking, and it gets to a point where you do see a bunch of guards. And what are they wearing, Cisco? Do you know what they are wearing?
Yeah, so you see different insignias. You recognize a few of them. You recognize one that is a harp, and it's got like a moon around it. And any of you who are from this area as well would know that that's the symbol of the harpers. That is another of the factions, very popular as well. And you also see another symbol that is kind of like a sword held by a gauntlet, and that one that is the order of the gauntlet. And you see different guards with different
Factions.
different emblemas, and what the word I was looking for is regalia. Yeah, with different regalia and different symbols and stuff, and you see a lot of commoners as well, but mainly you realize that these guards are trying to get the people off this area, saying different names on it. Yeah.
Get out. No one to trespass this area. Move, leave now, turn back. There's nothing of interest here. But where is the city gone? It doesn't matter where the city has gone, but I had business in the city. Well, do you see it now? No, leave. And you see them kind of ushering a lot of people away. And as you kind of get close, can I help you?
No, we were just here to take a closer look, to be honest.
All right, yeah,
Our-
that's close enough then.
Can I make a perception check as well on the crater?
Yeah, sure. Anyone want to make a perception check? You can make a perception check as well. Yeah.
Bruce would not be focusing so much specifically on the craters, kind of anxiously looking around, hoping, oh, another natural 20!
What the fuck?
Generally looking around, kind of anxious because, okay, oh my, I hope they don't have a mugshot of me.
All right. As you all start looking around, yeah, you see kind of groups of these mercenaries kind of spread out along the way. So no matter how far you go to the right or left, they're all stopping you from getting any further, especially where there is the bridge that would lead towards the city itself, as straight there. But in terms of conversation and stuff, all the guards are just telling you to go away. A lot of people that you look at and listen to their stories as you're kind of walking around, you hear a lot of similar stories that go with the story that was told to you before, and you kind of think add one and one, like two and two together, this is probably what happened to the city. From this angle, you can't really see much apart from the emptiness. However, Aki, you spot something that you recognize in the distance. Is a very well-maintained white horse with a saddle and no one riding it. But you recognize the horse itself as it is the horse that the paladin was riding on once before.
Yeah. You see this kind of like a tan horse, like a white, but the mane and the tail is like tan. And it seems to have things on the saddle. It looks like it's quite packed with different things, and you recognize that was Hope Oaken horse, the paladin you spoke with. It kind of looks like it's looking at you, actually, and approaching you.
The
Can I
paladin?
whistle to it and tell it to keep coming?
Yeah, it
What do the
nods.
guards do?
The guards ignore it because he looks like a horse without a rider, but somehow the horse is coming to you with a purpose, and he actually nods when you speak to it.
If I notice this, Bruce will immediately start ritual casting speak to animals.
If you didn't notice, I was going to tell you. Bruce, that.
Oh yes, I
nodding
saw him.
at me.
I'm working on it. I need 10 minutes.
Aki will stand up a little taller in front of the guards there. He go, do you gents mind if I take my horse now?
Your
They
horse?
look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, this wayward horse? I think it belongs to one of... that's a point. Who is this horse from? And he starts asking around.
Not mine.
Me. It came
Oh,
over
it's
to me.
your horse.
It recognized me. Came over
That's
here.
definitely Aki's horse. Do you see it walking to him?
Yeah, the horse keeps walking towards your direction, and you see the guards start to move because it's your horse. Just be careful when you keep your horse. What is he doing inside there? It's preposterous.
Eating grass. We'll be going.
He wasn't there a second ago, was he? He looks to the other guard. Did you see that horse before?
You didn't notice that? It's huge.
He wasn't there, I tell you. There was nothing there a second ago.
So it's a teleporting horse.
What do you mean a teleporting horse?
Exactly. It was
Yeah,
there.
all right.
Who knows?
Just take your horse and leave, all right? Stop
Yeah.
confusing my friend here, all right? Just take your horse.
Are you sure you don't want help looking around here? There's clearly some things you're missing.
Oh, we've got it in hand. We don't need your
the
help.
the mages are working on it. The watchful order, and even Force Grey is here. You have nothing to worry about.
Your
What's
name's
great?
You mentioned his name's Aki. Where are you? Where are you from?
Everywhere. They're not here, thankfully. Were you here?
What about
when this
you?
happened?
Did I say Aki? I meant that's Maki.
Oh, Maki. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Maki. I knew a Maki. Maki.
Machiavelli?
Yeah, Machiavelli. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Machiavelli. Yeah, where the fuck? I don't know, man. It sounds like something, right? Like I was thinking like Maki Rome, but I just don't know why though.
I wouldn't worry.
Maki Rome?
so out of hand.
I don't know.
Something fishy around here. Right, well, I'll
Sorry, that was so bad.
take the horse, and turn backs on them and start wandering off.
All right.
Bruce follows. He wants away from this.
All right.
So kind of.
The horse goes with you, and then as you are leading it, while you are casting your ritual, Bruce, the horse on his own kind of like reaches with his mouth towards his own saddle, and he pulls a bundle out, and he holds it on his mouth, and he kind of like looks at you with intention. And he puts it on the floor for you, and he starts doing with the I don't know if they have paws or legs. I don't know with the hoofs. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
With the hoofs, and he's kind of like pointed to it for you to take it.
Aki, grab that. I'm almost done. I'm almost finished.
Yeah,
Focus.
I'll grab it. Well, is it just a bundle wrapped in cloth? I would unwrap it then on the
Yeah.
ground so I can get everything out.
Okay. As you unwrap it, you see there that there is 3 books. They are very rudimentary. They are not books made by anyone who knows what he's doing. You see that it's been cheap bought books that have been written on. And on it says the name of the books are sorry, I just lost my note. Oh yeah, Working Out Your Way to the 7 Heavens. That's the name of the book. All the books, the 3 books, are the same. And it says Working Your Way Out to the 7 Heavens by Hope Oaken. And
He was
then
an author and a paladin.
yeah, and on the books itself, as you look at them, you have 3 notes. One it says Grey, one it says Bryn, and one says Candlekeep. And it's like in between the pages, clearly visible.
You two, over here.
Yes.
And I'll just open. They're in there like bookmarks to certain pages, or
Yeah, no, just like on the very first page, it seems like it's been put like that for recognition of what they are meant to be for, or who for.
Was it 7 heavens or 7th heaven?
7 heavens.
that's different. I'll hand a copy to each of the guys again. There seems to be a note here from. I know it seems a little on the nose. These are from Hope, and I'll hand on to both of them. The third one seems to be for Candlekeep. Holding up the note that I found in front of one of the books. Why would he want you guys to have books or copies of his own book, no less?
I don't know.
Maybe it's a promotion. Maybe he saw a kindred spirit in us. Or maybe he just needs to get rid of them.
Maybe it's because we're the only ones who, well, Bryn's more faithful, but maybe we're the only ones who had a faith that he saw.
Maybe he liked us more.
That seems a little hurtful, but okay.
Sorry.
The horse, at this point, Bruce, you finish your ritual, and the horse says to you, "These are from my master Hope, all for you. I've been waiting for your arrival. You've taken a long time. Heroes."
That's very. He called us heroes. Okay.
Us heroes?
Yes, or he just referred to us as a group, collective heroes. Yes. Hello, my name is Bruce. This is
Nice to meet you, Bruce. I met you already.
Yes, of course. But everyone introduce ourselves. This is Aki. This is Mocha. This is Dorothy. This is Gray, and this is Bryn.
So he's
He's
pointing
actually-
at me, going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's how the spell works.
The horse seems to be reacting in a very intelligent way. Like he's actually doing gestures, like to nod to you as you are introduced.
All right. Well, we have well, we have questions, and obviously, I was hoping you could help us with that sort of thing.
Of course, that's what I was here as well for. To help you with all your questions.
I turned everyone. He's here to help us with all of our questions.
Well, ask me about the crater
Really?
then.
That sounds a little sarcastic.
Oh,
The Morning Lord
well, out of the two of us here, who
works
is
in
the one who can
mysterious
talk?
ways.
Pardon?
The Morning Lord works in mysterious ways.
I translate. The Morning Lord works in mysterious ways.
This is quite the wise horse.
Oh, I agree. Okay, very well. First of all, what is your name?
My name is Morning Glory.
Ah, his name is actually... Excuse me?
Morning Glory. Or Sangre. It used to be Sangre before, but they changed it for Morning Glory.
So what's so funny, Bruce?
I'm
Bruce, come
What's
on.
wrong with your friends?
I'm sorry. My brain just stopped. His name is Morning Glory.
Gray's just gonna burst out laughing.
himself as you say his name, like.
You bastard.
Okay.
Because you knew fucking well Bruce have to sell that straight. Jesus. Right, okay.
Does he know what happened? Does he know what happened to the city? If he's here to help us with our questions,
Of course, yes.
Have one.
What happened? In fact, do you know what happened to the city? And where's Hope? Where's your master? Where are the paladins?
They all investigating. Some of them are missing. Some of them are disappeared. Some of them were in El Turel.
Okay, some were investigating, some are missing, some are dead, some were investigating El Turel. Okay, well, what specifically happened?
Apparently, the mayor of the town made a deal with some devil, and that was a payback.
Apparently the leader of the town made a deal with a devil, and apparently the town itself, and presumably everyone in it, was forfeit.
We are trying to sort out the mystery. Do not worry, we got this.
Well,
You hear that? Sorry, I didn't know you said that.
I relay that so that you do get that, and it's listen. I don't know about you chaps, but I do think there are an awful lot of organizations and factions and affiliations here. Did we see anyone affiliated with Candlekeep here? With our perception checks from earlier.
With your passive perception, you don't see anyone apart from you affiliated with Candlekeeping anyways.
Is there
You wouldn't
any
have
other
been,
documents or
Sure,
anything else written about us or Candlekeep or any other names we know that were in the satchel of the horse?
As you try to look at his saddle, he says to you, Bruce, "Tell him not to touch me! I am very sensitive, no tucky-tucky!"
He says not to touch him, and this is a warhorse, and a kick from warhorse could be potentially devastating. I'm not even sure how that works in a world where we get smacked by giants and just get up again.
Much more than a horse.
For once I'm gonna work as a team, I'm gonna whisper to Morker and Bryn and Aki and not Bruce because he's keeping the horse busy. Should I try to take something from the satchel? See if there's anything of value, like about Candlekeep or something about why the town is missing.
Sure, go
I
ahead.
don't. I doubt
Morker?
the horse is. I doubt the horse is keeping secrets.
Hey, if it goes well, we get more information. If it goes bad, it gets kicked in the head by a horse. It's a win-win.
While this is going on, Bruce will then ask the horse, why on earth were they waiting? Why was Hope waiting for us, exactly? We barely knew him.
That's what paladins do. He's had a calling from the Morning Lord. He was told that you need his help, so he thought to give you his book.
Oh.
It will help you in your troubles.
Everyone, look at the books you were given.
Morker, here's my book.
As you start going through the book, you get a few different chapters on it. The first chapter is called Train Hard, Pray Hard.
God.
You have a topless perfect hair training technique, divine scripture placement during extreme exercises. It's like single things. So pretty much the book is telling you how to pray and work out at the same time. Pretty much.
It's like a televangelist who goes all fitness nuts and starts selling.
Yeah.
Oh.
It talks about how to keep your hair perfect, which oils to use in your body, incense, and how to work out in public places so people can be encouraged by your physique.
Morcor is like reading through it with like the expression of, why are we just here? Just to suffer.
And to you, Bryn, it sounds like he could very likely to be an Oath of Glory paladin like you. The values on the book resemble what you've studied as an Oath of Glory paladin.
Yeah, I'll look at it and just kind of like be a bit like miffed towards some aspects, but then some of it is like, yeah, I kind of agree with that. But like most of it, I'm kind of 50-50 on the whole thing.
So you're gonna fix your hair like that?
Well, do you think it'd look better? I mean, it was kind of marvelous.
He did look pretty majestic on that horse.
Maybe I should get a horse.
Maybe
You could see him from where you were hiding?
I did talk to him at some point. After I was hiding. Do you think he remembers these rocks? I'm gonna pull out the black rocks again.
Tell him to get a rock of me!
Can you ask the horse why this might be of interest to Candlekeep?
Of course.
This hair oil book.
Why exactly would this book be of interest to Candlekeep? And why is it of interest to my friends Grey and Bryn exactly? It just seems to be how to exercise and look good.
It's about praying, it's not about exercising. It's about embracing your body and encouraging the others to become followers of the Morning Lord through prayer and good looks.
And exercise.
Yes, Hope thought it would be a good idea for each of the most important place. He heard Candlekeep has a copy of each important book. So he thought it was a good idea to give you one.
Well, it
for you to take.
It appears that Hope Oaken believes Bryn and Grey to be the most important people here.
It's not about important. He gives the book to everyone he believes is worth it of it.
Of course, he gives the books to the two humans that are also not Madam of a Brothel.
Oh,
wait.
I don't have hair.
That's not right. Brothels are not right. He looks at Dorothy.
Why is he looking at me?
Maybe he thinks you're beautiful, Dorothy.
I think we're done here.
I smell a heathen when I see one.
I think we're done here.
You know, this is the first time I've been around a God-fearing individual, and I've not been called the heathen.
You're not religious?
One second while I check something in my character sheet because it's never come up until now.
Can I?
There's a little aside.
Bruce, Brucey boy, can I pet it? She starts coming closer to him.
Do it, Dorothy, why not?
I whisper to the horse, please just let her pet you. She means you no harm. Understand, live and let live. The Morning Lord moves in mysterious ways, and perhaps this could be the first step to letting someone see the light.
I will not be pet by an unbeliever. No way. And he moves kind of moves away from Dorothy.
Bruce will bristle at this and goes, well, I put no stock in your Morning Lord either. Good day, sir! And he walks away.
Where are you going? My brave friend!
He turns around and goes, praise be to Martha Moore Dwin! And then walks away.
As you start walking away, all of you can see clearly that this horse spread wings that didn't have before, and a little horn on his forehead also appears, and he just takes off into the sky
Oh, I think
And
it's he
as
attacks.
you see like a rainbow
What
glimpse
happened?
with his wings.
I don't
Because-
know. I'm walking away, and oh bloody hell!
Bryn, when can you grow the horn out of your head?
I was about to ask, do I do that?
Give it a shot. Try really hard.
Isn't it-
Focus.
No, what if we get into battle? I'm not doing that here.
You need to concentrate. You can do it.
Come on, concentrate.
Questions for later. I think we should go now.
What did I just
Yeah,
What a
you
witness?
see
grab-
all these people on the crowd, they're like,
Nobody's
Speechless,
believing that that's my horse anymore. I think we can.
Above game,
Quickly.
Mathamor Duin is the dwarven god of wanderers. Due to his nomadic life and learning about the pantheon from his dwarven tutors, he had a good relationship with Mr. Grimbeard. He occasionally will. That's where he gets to sort of give a coin to like the dead sort of thing.
And
any of you who want can make a check to identify which creature was this, actually.
A horse with wings.
If you
I have no
want.
idea.
Horse with wings.
I mean, you know character. The question is that your characters know.
Yeah, I
Is
know.
it-
I'm being
Is it a turducken?
Wait, was it? What kind of check is it?
Nature?
Get back in the corner.
Nature check?
You can make a religion check, actually.
Religion check.
Oh, I'm so good at those.
You're a paladin.
Dude, I'm on fire.
Well,
Okay.
It's a
bird!
It's the birdie.
It's
So-
a
Birdie,
bird.
birdie, birdie.
Anyone who got a 15 or higher will know that this is a pegacorn. It's a Pegasus with a unicorn horn. They are called pegacorns. They are celestial creatures. They are not horses. They are fully sentient celestial creatures.
Is it still classed as a beast?
No, it's a celestial.
It's classed as a celestial.
Yeah.
Above game, thank you for throwing me that bone then, because I shouldn't have been able to talk to it. unless it was being a diva, and just thought, oh, he's trying so hard.
You actually realize that the way he was acting, perhaps if he wanted to, he could have communicated with you. But they don't normally speak. But actually, in terms of languages, they speak Celestial, Common, and Elven, and Sylvan. They just cannot communicate with their mouth. But he might have had some mental connection with his paladin. So it's very likely he will be able to speak to Hope all the time.
Oh, I've just made an enemy of this thing. What have I done? Oh, no.
as you watch this pegacorn fly away and disappear, and you see some of the guards over there still ushering away, and some of them look towards you, and then the unicorn, and then towards you again. You find this queue to be for you guys to leave this place. And as you march on and go back onto the road towards Candlekeep, we will go ahead and take a break here and come back and continue to see what happens
Whoa.
next.
Just making friends wherever we go.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly with more madness. Let's see what we find next.
With more cringe.
Oh, the fuck have I done? What have I
Soon
done?
our paladin will be even more handsome.
See you in a
I
bit.
don't know. See you in a bit.
right, and we are back, and let us continue on this journey back to Candlekeep. Let me just fix up the music. 1 second. Beep, 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 beep. All right. As you move away from El Tural, well, the non-existent El Tural city, and move back onto the path towards Candlekeep, it is on this journey that we will, both Aki and Bruce, in your conversation you begin talking about Candlekeep and what had transpired before you set off on your journey to Witchway. And as you do, you remember the time when you went and visited Merrin once again. And as you do, let's go a little bit of flashback. And I'm going to ask who, apart from you two obviously being there, who else would have you've asked or brought with you to meet Merrin?
For the
Merrin.
second visit, he certainly would have asked Aki first, but he would have left it as an open invitation for anyone, although whether they want to go and meet a spectral and possibly half-insane dragon is entirely up to them.
I will note that only the three of you, well, including Dorothy 4, have met this dragon once before, but the Grey and Morko, you have not met this dragon which Bruce has mentioned.
Okay.
What kind of dragon is it?
Oh, she was a... we don't really know. She's green, but she's also a spectre of some kind.
Well, she's
We
the
were
dead
given the
kind of
impression
dragon
she was
currently.
trapped.
Yes, from the... Well, Bruce met her first, and he did leave me a note about her. And, well, of course I went to see her again with the books we obtained from the Werejackals, and then he'll go into the story of the meeting with her and whoever... I mean, the way you're asking questions, I don't know if it's suggesting Grey didn't go, or maybe Morgan didn't go, I have no idea, but whatever. Flashback, who would have gone with him?
So I'll ask the three of you, Morkor, Bryn, and Grey. Did you want to go with them?
I'm gonna sit this one out.
Okay.
Kind of done with dragons.
Fair enough. What about the two of you? Morko?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
I mean, lucky if it helps your decision making. I think this visit to Miriam would have been was it prior to your secret pledge to Tiamat?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that changed your mind at all.
Prior. If it's prior, I'll go meet him.
Okay.
Sure. So we all would have went then, apart from maybe... I don't know if Dorothy would have went, but you can decide.
Dorothy sat this one out. She's probably just sitting in her room, doing whatever she's doing. But we'll skip that you do manage to somehow, we won't say how, and we'll keep it as a mystery, gain entrance to the Great Library. And you find...
manage to pass 1-2. You see this mage-looking creature. They wearing like a pointy hat, a quarterstaff, and a purple gem on his forehead. And somehow, this time it was successful. And you enter.
Number
the
2 still
emerald
broken
doors.
from when we nat-20'd him.
Yeah, just for description, just to remind for you who haven't been, this door is called the Emerald Door, and it accesses the lower areas on the vault where the most precious books are. It's a 15-foot tall door made of translucent dark green stone, and it glows with an inner light. And then you manage to go through past that, and you are... I'll leave it to you, Mo.
Yeah. And as you enter and go through the Great Library, you are once again escorted down into this damp, musky, old, moldy-smelling tomb or catacomb. And as you do, and you go down, you see all these very, very old, dusty books. The floor is slightly wet from places, and you can hear the drips and drops of water from the ceiling just bloop, bloop, just hit the wall. And you think, like, why would anyone keep books here? But clearly there are books here. And as you step down, you also begin to hear this kind of someone humming in the distance. You don't know which direction, but it kind of slowly resonates with, like, across this whole area. And as you go down, you look around. You don't see Mirren at the moment. What do you guys do?
I wish he'd left a note about what to do here. Miriam? Hello?
You know, Bruce, he's never subtle.
Well, I'm aware. He never even left a note about what he did exactly. You were here, did he? Wait, did he just come in and start shouting Miriam? Oh,
Pretty much.
of course. Miriam? Hello? I believe we've sort of met before. Miriam?
As you walk down the corridors, saying her name, there is no response. Until you stop and you come into like a cross of bookcases. Where when you look to the right and left, you see more bookcases kind of aligned across.
I'll shout a bit louder. Miriam, I've come for a second visit. I've brought you something you might like, and I pull out Castanamir's Guide to Gingwazim's and Fallen Tethemar and Daughters of Gratst, the 3 books that would have had.
As you kind of take these books out, you call upon. For a moment there is no sound until all of you, kind of looking around, feel this kind of breath from above you. And as you look up, you see the spectral head of the dragon looking down towards you. And who is it that disturbs my slumber? Come to steal my books.
As she was sort of materializing, I'll take the top book and sort of pass it into Aki's hands. So you get Daughters of Gratz. And since you read, I thought they did the first time. You can help this. Hello, Miriam. Quite the opposite, actually. I don't know if you recognize us. My name is Bruce Lockwood. This is my friend Aki Flamacaster. We visited previously, and I believe we gave you a book as a gift. We've come with some more. Yes. We have 3 more here.
You were prisoners before, were you not?
Yes. That was us. You're right.
And who are these 2? Are these gifts for me to devour?
No. We just come to gift you books for your hoard, your library. These are friends. This is Bryn, a paladin, and this is... Sorry, Bryn didn't come. I apologize completely. At the time, he would have called you Stripe. This is Stripe. He's a follower of the Church of Bahamut, and has joined us recently. This is Morka. He is a monk. He travelled here from his monastery from some quite far away. Actually, he's now joined us as well.
The head
The light.
disappears.
Oh, did this happen last time?
Preferable to being eaten.
She's shy.
It's not shy. It's being sneaky. If you could walk through walls, you would surprise people.
Walker, why don't you try touching one of her books? See how shy she really is.
Oh, no.
Oh my God! Don't do that.
Miriam, hello. We would like very much to give you these 3 books. I have Casanamir's Guide to Gingwazim's and The Fallen Tethimar. Aki has Daughters of Gratz.
We understand they're quite rare.
I thought we were giving these books to Candlekeep. What are you guys doing?
Oh, no. Well, technically we are. I'll explain more when we go back up.
And as you kind of present the books up, holding them up, you see the spectral dragon appear again, but in front of you this time, coming towards you once again. And every time she steps and moves forward, you see the fluttering of some of the books kind of moving around. And as she comes, a head, a colossal head that just kind of takes the space of the whole area in front of you. She inspects the books in your hands.
Mortar, pass me the book I gave you earlier.
Above game, what is that referring to?
Which book?
I want the book that Hope gave us, or Hope's Morning Glory gave us.
This is
Oh,
a flashback.
Flashback.
Before we even set out, because the session we would have done this, we had no time, and then.
Then I have nothing to give. I just want it to be funny.
Well, it
for
will
sweat.
be if you want to continue doing that when you get to Candlekeep in the future. But if she inspects the books, and as she does, she looks around, and then she gets to Aki, and she just stares at you for a while, Aki. Her eyes kind of narrow. She kind of looks you up and down, and she's done this before. And then, and her mouth opens wide. And as she does, it's almost like her tongue kind of just wraps around these books and swallow. And you can just see them kind of floating in her mouth through her skull. And as she does, she begins drifting away back, and then disappears again out of sight.
Don't work too hard.
Oh yes, Miriam, would you do this the honor of answering a question, please?
You hear an ominous voice around. What is the question?
Neither Aki nor myself are particularly fond of cages. Aki in particular is borderline claustrophobic, in fact. Anyway, I was just wondering, are you bound here as a prisoner? If so, for how long? You don't strike me as someone who's here voluntarily.
I have been here over 1,000 years. I was bound then, but the one that did has now long passed. Others have tried to free my spirit, but they have all failed.
Fade.
Oh. Everyone? No one in Candlekeep has discovered how to free your soul, your spirit?
Dark Hubris.
Of course. Good day, Miriam. It was a pleasure seeing you again. If you have more books, happy to bring them to you. Goodbye.
And without any response, you all return back. Morkor, you haven't said anything. What do you feel how this went for you, and what did you feel?
Well, Morkor at the beginning, he was trying to put on more of a brave face as it is, but definitely when Miriam shows comes forth with taking the books, he definitely sinks in his sandals a little bit.
And as you return back out of this catacombs and head back towards the the area of where you were resting, return back from the flashback, and on your journey, and a thought comes back to you all, even you, Morcor, thinking about it. You fought a dragon on this journey, but the size of Miriam was far beyond the size of what you fought before. If thinking about this dragon under Candlekeep, and if it was not bound and still alive, how much havoc and chaos it may have caused. And as you all continue your journey, it takes about another 5 days until you see a similar city, once that you have all been or even lived in. Boulder Gate appears in the distance. Now, it is your choice if you wish to do anything over here, or we can bypass this and go straight to Candlekeep.
Bruce
Yeah.
kind of
Morcor is going by like.
Well, we know what Morka wants to do. Bruce, go for it, Lucky.
Sorry. How close to the city are we, like, walking by it?
You're using the main road, which is kind of... So you're on the left side of the river. There is a drawbridge, so you can bypass it and not go past the drawbridge to the city itself, or the bridge that takes you to the city itself. But nowhere there is guards kind of posted at the moment. There's no guards or anything. Just people kind of using the road to kind of go in and out.
Then in that case, I'm gonna look at the group and be like, guys, can we just have one night? Just, come on, can we go to Baldur's Gate? I know this really great brothel, and they've got pies. And, Bryn,
Well,
You may struggle to drag me into the city that
Also,
blew me up.
also, Gray, those sandals of yours are your only footwear. What if they get taken back? If you walk on glass, I'm not healing your feet if you walk on glass.
well, here's the thing. If they even try to get near me, then I just simply think of where I want to go, and as long as it's, within a certain distance, I'm there.
He has a point.
Yes.
At least we don't have to look out for him anymore.
I'm gonna go in my
I
cave.
actually can't argue with that. That's
Sounds like
good.
an excellent way to leave us with the problem. Actually,
How they know you guys are with me? Just claim you never met me in your life. That you just
We've
met
been
me.
seen with you.
Oh, it's what I pretend most of the times.
Morker, I swear, I'm going to snatch you up and teleport us into that city.
DMs.
So you still have to deal with me after we are in the city.
How much psychic damage did Mortar just do?
Oh wow! Oh dear! Too bad.
He's figured out how to class at the bard.
Yeah, did he, is that like a part of his subclass? Spend a key point to do vicious mockery?
New features, nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Can we at least vote to go into the city and stock up on rations like pie and, maybe we can...
I thought we got a lot from High Butler.
I don't understand why you're so keen on buying more rations. I'm able to find rations for all of us whenever we're out in the wilderness.
I just want to go to the brothel.
I need to potentially ask Miriam, in fact, why that dragon knew me. So I don't blow up again and nearly kill all of you.
Now that you mention it, Aki, she did seem to sort of get a bit of attention, didn't she? I thought it was because you were simply a dragonborn and such, but maybe more to it than that.
Maybe I look like the person who imprisoned her.
Do you think the Miriam will actually answer your questions?
Well, we do have this book. And I produce Van Richten's something or other. I don't know. This sheet for me. Van Richten's Guide to the Domains of Dread. So I do fully intend on giving this to her.
Do we have any idea what books she guards?
No.
Nobody knows, not even in the Candlekeep.
Maybe, but we haven't found the person to ask, and when the few times we have been down there, they're notoriously well guarded, not just by her.
Let's just go to Candlekeep, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Wanna
sorry.
do,
I'm
like,
sorry. I'm sorry,
Howdy dog
Gray.
eyes and
I don't. I really. Yeah. Bruce sort of shifts uncomfortably and sort of wrings his hands. I really am not very comfortable in the large crowds of a largest city.
I'm gonna give Bruce the saddest eyes I possibly can.
Oh my god! You stop
Roll
it.
for performance then.
You know what? Fuck it. Go for it.
May I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it.
ahead.
I am okay with it. I'm okay with that. I think it'll be fun.
Persuasion or performance?
I thought performance. You're putting
Performance.
on a performance, aren't you?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if what it was. I mean, it's 0 either way. 13.
15,
16.
16.
Bruce kind of does shift uncomfortably. You think you've almost cracked him, but you see like there's clearly a sort of a fear there. Is it? No, Gray. I must insist. I'd rather not. I can put up with going to a city if I must, but this is not one of those occasions.
It's
Plus, I
fine,
believe-
Bruce. We don't want to get you uncomfortable, right?
Yeah,
And I look towards Gray.
yeah. I'm not trying to make anyone. It's been a while since we've actually had some fun.
Oh, I do agree. Just large cities are not really my idea of fun. It's more the other one.
We ever have fun? I mean, really?
The pie
Yeah.
contest was kind of fun.
I suppose.
That was
Well-
not in Baldur's Gate. It was in Baldur's Gate that you were.
I mean, yeah, but that was the last time we had some real fun. Now I thought
We went
taking
to-
the group to a brothel would be great. We'd all have a good time.
We went to a wedding. It was lovely.
I mean,
Weddings
we
are
locked up.
I was okay. I was just gonna stare at
Absolute crickets from Gray there.
I am not amused.
I'm not amused.
We can head back to the hearth in the court of air. I'll buy your first round, but I'm not going in Baldur's Gate unless absolutely necessary.
Make it 2 rounds and you have a deal.
I'm pretty sure that at least 2 of us are
Yes.
wanted men in that city.
There's that too.
That's why I teleport.
You can, I can't.
I could take 1 person with me.
Excellent. What about the other one?
Oh, fine. Let's just get
Above game, Andy really wants to. In game, I can't justify that because it's the wrong guy. Why do your charisma rolls suck?
The type of fun left for Gray is like money and bitches.
Proper mafia guy.
the 3 things I want: money, power, bitches.
Alright. As you abstain from going into Baldur's Gate and you continue your road down the coastway, a familiar route that you've traveled a few times, you eventually, after 3 to 4 days, your journey ends as you return back to Candlekeep. As you enter through, you come back to a familiar courtyard where you see the green emerald door and all the buildings that surround this place once again. The feeling of home, if you can call it home for you right now, comes back, and now you are back in Candlekeep. It's about mid-afternoon once you arrive in here, and you are back. What would you like to do?
You know, given the rather shaky introduction we had to this place, I never actually thought I'd be so happy to see it.
Someone make sure
Yeah.
to keep Morker chained down. Wouldn't want to lose you in the barn again.
Oh yes, the stable
Or the
mishap.
stables.
Can we just move over? Let's get this panoramic tour or whatever.
I think maybe we need to let Vizier know that Alba There's no
Oh.
more.
That's right. We do need to report.
I have a question. How far from the stables are we?
Not far. It's right there next to the gate as you enter.
Yeah.
You have Rose,
Working.
and you also have the cart that you found while you were traveling around the mountain with the rotten fruit and stuff. So you still got that, but that's all you have. You don't have Stallion anymore, and you definitely don't have your Vistani wagon.
Oh.
I think
Heartbreaking.
we should start business first. We've been gone longer than expected.
Yeah, I just
Certainly.
wanted to ask. Is anything ringing a bell, Morker?
About
I
what?
always thought it was kind of weird. You told us about you waking up in that stable.
Well, yeah, apparently it's something that happens here.
Do you sleepwalk?
No, I'm not referring about me sleepwalking. Apparently you just happen to be teleported while you're sleeping or something. That's what I've been told, at least.
Well, there was that
Should've.
one time where you got sucked through a portal to a mansion in some ungodly dimension, so I suppose the stable seems to be the least dangerous place you could have ended up.
I'll just keep an
Well,
eye on
it's
Morker.
definitely the most dirty.
Wait until you're attacked by a demon toad and we'll talk.
Where-
Demon toad.
I'll
Where-
tell you later.
Where would you like to go? Are you guys going to rest, or are you guys going straight to Zerag?
It's mid-afternoon. I feel like we should go and speak to Vizier.
Well, yeah, I think we should speak to Vizier, then we can see for the rest.
All right.
You did first.
As you head to the Emerald Gate, you see again, once again, 1-2, and you progress to see Vizirag. He sends off a message, or stands there and frozen for a few moments before he nods his head and opens the gate to the Emerald Gate for you to enter. You enter into the Great Library, and you follow the path once again, around, across, up and down through this kind of maze-like buildings, and you also see once again a carcass of a red dragon, which is just there laying on the around the courtyard. You don't know if it's kind of preserved there or how long it's been there, or if it's a sculpture, but it definitely looks like a red carcass of a dragon. But as you kind of pass there, you find the building with the spiral shell, which you know that Vizier Arg resides in. You wait there, and at a moment you see these floating discs come to you for you to stand on. You cross to the other side and through the door once again. And as you enter, you come to the familiar surroundings of his place, with tapestries on the floor, pillars around, and him floating in place with his folded legs waiting for you. You enter. He opens his eyes. So you have returned. Tell me, what did you find?
I have the notes for specifically what we discovered when we went to Witchway and beyond.
You notice that he's looking straight at Gray.
Oh,
Can I help you?
You are wearing something that belonged to my apprentice. Should I assume that you could not find her, and this is only what you found?
Now, hearing what he said, I'll take off the eye patch. I'm sorry. We found this horrifying creature. It was like a giant blob. It killed everyone in that town. Probably Alva.
Please
yes,
describe further what it looked like.
imagine a mountain of it was the size of a barn, entirely made up of an assortment of flesh, and just covered in teeth, jaws, and eyes. We initially thought we'd found Alba, the woman in question. She seemed to just dissolve before us and became a part of this homogeneous whole. We had to dispatch this creature. We've reason to believe that this was the entire village of Witchway, mangled and used in some ungodly ritual. During our time there, our friend Bryn had a vision. From what I can remember, telling her. Interrupt me, by the way, at any point if you want to describe the vision, because I've just got the notes from that nat 20 I had earlier about remembering all this. I don't know if you want me just to sort of carry on here.
Why have you stopped? Continue.
Well, yes, we believe that there was some kind of portal below the village, underground. It had been discovered. We believe that two of these these massive creatures came, except much smaller. One of them had gone on to devour the entire village, and the other one was destroyed by something else that came out of this portal, this shadowy entity. Something seen in the vision of my friend here. And when it emerged it crushed it when it emerged from the cave of this portal. We don't know where the shadow creature came out of the portal went. Wherever it was long gone. And
you see
Alba
him
was nowhere to be found.
See him kind of floating towards you, and then you see him put his 2 legs down as he steps down gently, puts his hand to the side, and then he raises one of his hands. Is this the creature that you described that you saw that had eaten the villagers? And you see an illusion appear of a gibbering mouther.
Yet that is the creature in all its vile glory.
An abomination and an aberration. A creature from beyond. This is not good signs. I thank you.
Do you want Alva's eye patch back? She was your apprentice after all. I just found it useful during our journey.
I see you found it useful, did you?
Yeah, it was... Even though it covered one eye, it was like... I could still see what much better than I ever could before. I was able to perceive things a lot more clearly.
She used that wisely, she did. That is why I sent her there. But now I regret I did so. Keep it.
In your defense, sir, how could you have possibly known such a devastating beast lurked there?
You are correct. And this is something that we must face as avodes, as great readers. Especially in my line of work, in search of these aberrations and things that may appear from the beyond.
The cart you gave us was Vistani?
I believe it was, although it was Candlekeep's to give, not specifically mine.
I think maybe that's
We found a set of illustrated cards. Dorothy carries them. But
Right
she had
here. And she pointed, yeah.
She had a pertinent vision while reading them.
Visions, you say?
A beast will use a broken one to resurrect a dark lord. Is what came from it. Does that mean something to you?
Unfortunately not, but if you could transcribe or scribe to me exactly the words and send it to me. I may do some research to figure out where and what these words mean and belong to.
I would defer to Dorothy to write something down.
I can do it. Sure. I'll have it to you later. He nods. He walks up to Bryn. I am going to peer into your mind. Do you allow me to do so?
Sure. Sure.
Stay very still. Do not move. You see him place a hand across the chin and then his thumb across the head and tilt his head, Bryn's head back. Bryn, you immediately your eyes close, and as you open, you relive the same vision as you once did again. And as this happens, you see it once again appearing out. I will give you another chance to make a perception check.
Oh wow.
Okay, let's. Here we go.
Come on, natural 20 like the rest of us.
Clearly, Cisco thinks you're
Shut
being
up.
soft, though.
Lucky.
Oh, God.
11.
Do you have an inspiration point?
Oh yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, this will be a good time, I think.
You do, actually?
Should have given you my eye
13.
patch.
Oh, good.
13.
Okay, I think it was better than what he had last time. I think he had like a 4 or a 5, right?
Yeah, I think it was like something like that.
Alright.
Yeah.
This time expecting this once again, although you have no control and you are reliving the exact moment as it did, you try to focus once again at this creature. And this time the silhouette becomes a little bit more clear and you recognize it. It is that same creature that has been haunting you in your dreams once before in the village when you first met most of your party, and again once you slept in Candlekeep. But it is the same, and this time you are for sure. And as he pulls away and you kind of step back, you see Bryn again, sweating this time, his eyes wide open, and you see Vizier Arg. Whatever this creature is, we must find it. Thank you. You see him kind of fold his legs and fly once, float again, and you see him kind of turn.
Wait, sir. There's an important piece of information we need to pass on to you. It happened on the way here.
I am not leaving. I am coming. And you see
Oh,
him
sorry.
kind of move towards the drawer, and he pulls out a small box, and then he brings it to you, and he says, "As promised, a reward." And he passes it on to whoever takes it from his hand.
Feels like that,
Yeah.
Bryn.
I will imagine Gray will have grab it straight away.
Great.
Somehow.
I did this really quick.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah. He casts
I saw-
Mage Hand despite not being able to do it.
Yeah, you take it. It's quite hefty. And then he looks towards you, Bruce, and yes. What other piece of information do you have?
Well, you mentioned a Dark Lord, and, well, this also... do you know that you're familiar with the city of El Turel, yes?
So you have witnessed it with your own eyes.
Of course, you would be aware. It's gone. There's nothing but a crater left, and based on what my friend Walker and I could discern, it seemed to have been lifted from the ground in some kind of sphere of light. It's certainly no illusion. And the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company, various other factions are there guarding the area and investigating. It seems to, given the shape of the... Yes, that's right. Given the shape of the crater that was left, the story seems to be corroborated. We also encountered it turned out not a horse, but a pegacorn, belonged to the paladin of a group dedicated to the Morning Lord. Apparently they're investigating it, and the town itself, well, the leader of the town made a deal with the devil, and seems the town and its people were forfeit. Could this be related to this Dark Lord creature?
Perhaps, however, I would ask you not to seek into this further. I believe it may be beyond your skill and capability and may put you all in danger. Candlekeep have been informed that there are another group of heroes that have once saved a world far beyond from here that have actually looking into this. It seems from the stories that have been collaborated to us that the city has been taken to the Nine Hells. And the heroes known as the Saviors have gone to restore it and return it back to this world. We hope for their success. If you wish to be informed of this, we will let you know if any news comes through.
Of course.
Well, if there is nothing else, I would like to thank you.
There is one. I would talk to somebody who is the greatest authority you have on dragon. Would that be you?
Me? No, that is not me. Dragon, you say? Who would be the...
Oh no, I'm checking for you. I'm trying to help you, but it seems a bit fast. I don't have it.
Above game, I know there's probably a few sort of personal things we all want to do while we're in Candlekeep. I severely doubt we're getting them done tonight.
No
Could
problem.
I just pull out my jar of ghoul tongues and ask him, what can you do with these?
Oh my. Why have you kept
I'm gonna open up the jar and like waft it close to Bruce.
Oh my. Why? Why did you keep them?
Bryn, your turn now. Come on, smell it. Take a
bloody
deep
hell.
breath.
I will smite them. I will smite them. Don't
I
tempt me.
dare not put this near Bruce or Morker.
I will punch you. I will punch you.
Aki, what are you gonna threaten me with? Now it's your turn.
That's fire.
Chromatic orb. I've been on the wrong end of them. They're bad news. They're bad news. They're not left with a scorch mark if Gray gets hit by it.
I'm just gonna turn back my jar of tongues back to the gentleman and ask him.
He looks at him and it says, ghoul tongues, I see. Not to be eaten, but some mages, witches perhaps use them for potion making or other types of conjurations.
Conjurations and potions. Do you have someone I could possibly trade these to for potions?
Yes. I will, if you leave them with me, I will speak to Teles Vost. For those people, just make a quick history check so you would know who this person is.
Would I make the history check or just Bruce and them?
Just not you two, the rest of you guys.
Oh,
not
God.
Morcor and Gray. The rest of you though. Yeah.
They were that was one of the people who was on the council to try us for something. They were just determined to see us hang.
Indeed, but he was the one that was one of them in against you being hanged, so he was on your side. But he was the one with slick human, pale skin, slick black hair, and he always was looking at Dorothy very, very intensely all the time during the whole trial and basis. And he'll say he would probably know more about these items and what it would mean. What do you want to discern?
Just anything useful, I guess. For the ghoul tongues, I just thought maybe I could sell them for gold or get potions to help us.
He would not take these from you. I think they're quite primitive to him. Perhaps you may find somewhere else to sell these. You will not find anyone here that will purchase them. perhaps in a bigger city.
Above game, who would we report to about what transpired with the were ravens and that short trip we took into Shadowfell?
Into the
be Vizier?
ship, unnatural including, yeah, I guess, aberrations, undead. Yeah, you could speak to him about it.
My notes for that are all over the place. Just reading through now, I'm like, what the fuck was I on when I wrote this down? So I'm not even sure I can roleplay this. Bruce will impart what happened with that, how he helped out Taspar and Madrina to find their friends as the other members of their kindness. He would have been quite honest with the fact they were in fact ravens, but they did speak quite I'm not sure the right word, maybe not fondly, but positively of Candlekeep and how they saved our lives, and that sort of thing. He passed this on, how we discovered the mystery of the Brontefax family and what we discovered there. He'll gesture to Bryn, or not to Bryn, to Grey, to fill in some of the blanks with what took place there, because obviously he had the dream. So I'm assuming Grey will filled in some of the bits there, and yeah, so he basically fills him in on everything that happened there.
As you give him all this information about what had transpired through your whole journey and everything, you see him, one of his eyebrows kind of raises in curiosity, and as he does, and you have gone through quite a journey, despite I only asking you to do one thing. You took the initiative and did so much more. Don't know why there's a fly. He swats a fly away.
Mr. Miyagi's out the sky.
I will speak to the other the great readers, and tell them about what you have accomplished and what has transpired. Actually, there's one more thing that you requested. I have spoken to Fleminor Scrivenback. With that history check of 16s, you would know that this is another great reader. He was the halfling that was hiding behind the books. He was scared, and you look very timid and scared, and he voted against you. So
What was his name?
Femino.
I'll put it on the chat if you want.
Or Scrivenback.
Or Scriven, yeah, Scrivenback or Scrivenback, something like that, yeah.
Scrivenback.
Scrivenback.
Thank you.
Perhaps you should go visit him, and he will. He has said he would look into the matter for your mother's clan, the Elfbane.
Oh, of course. That's wonderful news. Thank you so much.
If you do, you will. And he kind of shows you on this map of the Candlekeep. He will be within what looks like a good, nice library place. In the this one, in the far left corner of the map, or the left one, the green building.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
Which I am pinging. I should actually
So
just.
the left, the far western Great Library.
Yeah, far western.
South.
Yeah,
okay.
You will find him in there. Once you speak to him and tell them who you are and what you are requesting, I am sure he would have found what you have requested. I hope that you do have what you need, and thank you once again for doing this for me. Remember the books that I am responsible with, which is Aberrations, Undeads, and Far Realms, are at your disposal within the Great Library. If you require any more information, please search these out or seek me, and I will find this information for you. Thank you. And you see him kind of float back into closes his eyes in deep meditation. Unless there was someone else wanted to say something?
I get an answer as to who to see, or does he not know?
Oh, in terms. Oh, yeah. He says, if you wish to speak to about dragons, perhaps you may want to seek an audience with the Master Reader himself.
Oh, sure.
Well,
How does one go about that? I understand he's not one for public appearance.
I will put a word in, but it may be some time before he comes to you and requests you could get an audience with him.
The first reader, yeah?
The first reader, sorry, not the Master Reader.
Yeah.
The first reader, yeah.
Thank you.
And as he...
While we head out, I will grab Bruce by one arm, and I will whisper him, "I'll catch you later. I have to talk with the Vizier in private for a second."
Of course. Yes, of course. You will all have noticed that at hearing there's actual solid news about the Elfbane clan. Bruce has this look on his face as he can't actually quite believe it's real. He's kind of been almost like he's been kind of used to being over there and sort of like, it's a goal, and it's like, oh, this is a lot more real now.
I want to actually, as rest of you leave, even though Morkor is there, but everyone just make a general perception check of the area. Obviously, you can use your eye patch if you want to.
You said the perception?
Yes, please.
I might not need the eye patch, but I'm gonna take one charge off the eye patch just to be safe, and I'm glad I did.
So he knows
14.
he's using it well.
1, 2, 3, and just waiting for Bryn. Okay. No one but Gray notices. There's a very high DC. Gray, as you're stepping out and you begin looking at the room itself, you swear you see some of the pillars kind of move organically, and the walls around you also shift slightly as well, as if you're almost in a living structure itself. But then when you look back to it, it just looks back to normal. You don't know if it deceives your eyes, but it's very, very unnatural. The rest of you don't notice this, and you walk out.
I'm gonna whisper to Brendan as we're going out. Hey, can you do that thing you do where you detect stuff? Just really
Right.
quick before we leave the room.
Yeah, sure. And I'll divine sense.
As you cast Divine Sense, you sense nothing. No Fae, no Fiend, and no Undead.
Did you fart weirdly? Is that what you're trying to get at?
You're gonna tell me none of you saw the room move?
Okay, I'm going to tell you something grey that I've learned to live with. I'm not very smart.
I know.
I've gotten used to it. I'm not noticing anything.
Hey, Brendan, before we leave,
Yes?
you dropped your pocket.
Pocket? I don't have pockets.
What's that then? I'm gonna point at the ground. I'm gonna point at the ground and look at the ground.
It's too dense to realize. I don't know if this is Bryn or if they look at struggling with this. I don't know.
I'm gonna continue to stare at Brendan until something happens.
Are we having a staring contest, Gray? Is this what's happening? If I've dropped something, can you pick it up for me? I can't really. Not in this armor.
Bruce
I'm
nudges you.
gonna go to a smith, and then I'm going to go to the bar with Aki to go get my 2 drinks. Like he promised. I'm keeping track.
I think Bryn should have a point of inspiration just for
That's okay. That's okay.
It's like my armor, where I want to be able to scream that
That's really awesome. Yeah.
That
and I
whole thing,
couldn't
like,
bend.
that whole thing, like, listen, Gray. I said I'm not very smart. I know.
I know, that was awful. You guys are awful. I have to say.
Listen, great. I'm not very smart.
I know.
I know.
All right. Okay. So, as you all leave, Morkor, You stay behind, and you see him with his eyes closed. And he opens it once again.
Vizier, pardon my intrudence again. I have only a quick question. Do you have an aviary here somewhere where like ravens can deliver messages or something? The place is too big. I have no idea where to find it.
You may find such a place within the establishment where you are living. Ask for someone there. One of the avodes. They can help you with this. Why is this you must ask me of such a thing? Is there more that you are wanting to say?
Well, those are personal reasons, Viziers. I'm sorry I can't disclose much more.
Very well.
Thank you for your patience. And he leaves.
You see him close his eyes, and you step outside. And as you do, you go to the blacksmith. What is it? What do you wanted to do at the blacksmith? Was there anything?
I just wanted to see how much it was gonna cost. Do you guys have any elven chain armor?
You go to this blacksmith. He's a dwarven man, but you see that he's they're in Candlekeep itself. It's just a rudimentary blacksmith, so they don't sell magical items and stuff like that here. You can get armor repaired, or you can get different weapons and stuff, but nothing too advanced over here. They also have a shop, but they only sell like rudimentary common magical items, as well as potions, if they have any during that time. But when you ask for, what did you ask for? Mithra?
Elven chain.
Elven chain?
Elven chain.
Is that a magical item? I think it is a magical item, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it gives you. Let me just double check.
It's plus
as
one
well.
AC to armor. A plus one to AC.
Elven chain, medium armor, plus AC +1 to modifier. You're proficient in this armor with a medium armor. Not in Candlekeep. I don't think that in Candlekeep. But if you go to somewhere like where you were before, in Squamburn or in Baldur's Gate, you definitely find it there. Any big city, Candlekeep's very, very rudimentary. However, they do have a enchanting place here, which will allow you to enchant items as well for a price. So this in Candlekeep, I think that's where it excels at compared to a lot of other places. And because you guys are residents of here, you could say, seekers, then you may be able to get something enchanted.
How much money was in that chest that Grace so swiftly grabbed?
Do you open it? Count it?
I'm gonna pull it out and count it. I'm gonna make sure everyone can see, or at least whoever went with me to the smith. Did anyone follow me?
Let's say you guys are all in the tavern, and you're sitting down, and you open it up. As you count it, you see that there is actually 1,000 gold pieces there.
Bruce's monocle falls off.
Let's see. Let's 1, 2, 3.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
How about? I was gonna say, how about if it's 1,000 gold? How about 100 for the 6 of us, and then 400 in the badge?
I mean,
That's
you
not
can make it. You
10%.
can make it a bit more different
do-
because David's still not here and still has his 800 gold. That's all the
But I'm
extra
like,
he has. So
Split it 200 even, if you want.
that's too much hard work, maths wise.
200 even seems fine.
tell you what,
I mean,
one
just to be fair, I think even Dorothy was there, David wasn't, so I think it will be okay to split it between you. Like she wasn't really on that venture, only one session, just out of everything. But
just
Up to you.
Up to you how
means
you
that,
guys do it.
yeah,
Don't
when
feel
David arrives. He
don't
split off all.
Yeah, don't feel bad about the money and stuff. Obviously, you guys been sharing with each other, so you got no problem with that. So, I don't think that's going to be
We'll
too
buy
much of
her
an issue.
another. We'll buy her another cape to go with her cape. Don't worry, guys.
An excellent point. I would have given Dorothy the purple and gold shawl that we picked up
nice.
in Scarable
Yeah.
when we got back to Candlekeep.
I'll just add that to her inventory on her character sheet. Purple
gonna
and gold shawl.
She's still opening money for that cape.
Oh yeah. She
Just
does as
saying.
well.
I think we can close that debt now, unless Bryn is going to be old debt collector on her.
Maybe one day.
I put 50 gold of my 200 into the bag of holding as part of the kitty. You're all welcome to do the same if you wish, or you can keep the 200. I don't think it matters either way.
I'll put a 50 in, why not? So, yeah.
So we're at 401.
I'll put 108 silver in. 100 silver. I'm gonna keep the change.
God damn it! What are you putting in? Silver.
100 silver.
Fuck you! I just got different things to keep track of now, you bastard.
You're welcome.
Does anyone else want to put any copper in then?
I'll put some Electrum in.
Oh my
Get in the
god.
corner. Back up.
I don't have it. No one uses that.
All right.
Yeah. The only thing left to say, Bruce, do you want to explore this information about your mother's plan alone?
I'm just rather used to it being a goal down the line. I never thought it would become so real. I'd most appreciate if you'd accompany me, Aki, if you would.
Sure. No.
Bit of moral support.
Absolutely.
Although I have a number of things I wish to take care of tomorrow. It can all wait.
Well, in that case, before we get too much to drink tonight, would you mind if I finally tried this tattoo on you I've been drawing all the way here?
Oh, certainly, yes. If you don't mind me finishing my cup of tea while you do so.
You can have that on you.
Oh,
What now?
so good.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at my notes. Show that again, please.
We're
Oh my god!
Wow, that's
That's
badass.
nice.
That's so good.
Nice.
Where would you
Now,
like
I'm
it?
just wondering, does he get on his chest or does he get on like his
Exactly.
arms so he can do this? I don't know. Where does it go? I don't know. You're the tattoo man. You tell me.
Everywhere.
Completely up to you.
Everywhere.
It's only temporary. It lasts some weeks.
Dude, I want to get that.
Staring at this. Like, my god.
While Aki is talking to Bruce about the tattoos, who's at the bar? Like, who's the bartender? The tavern keep.
Yeah, so you're in the Hearth at the moment.
Hearth.
That's the name of the tavern.
Are there any female like waitresses or like any of the?
No, but you see two things. You see a human gentleman. The people that have been here, you've noticed as well because you've been here for a little while as well. But everyone knows who this person is. And he seems to be serving everyone. He's always here. Perhaps he's a Avode or a Seeker that has made himself part of this establishment and works here. But you also see, sitting in the corner, an ogre who's sitting there and reading a book.
Yeah, gross. I'm gonna walk up to the cavern, point at Aki, and whisper to the tavern. He said my first two drinks were on him. For the first drink,
Really?
what's the most expensive one you have?
Oh, you bastard.
Classic.
Oh,
I want the strongest drink possible.
all right. I'll get you a strongest drink. Sure.
Oh, wait, how much before you give it to me? How much is it gonna cost?
Let me roll for it.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Aki.
It's enough to knock out a giant.
90 gold pieces for the bottle. It's not
Do we
really.
not get some sort of discount for,
For
going
what?
out on these quests and helping out Candlekeep and bringing these books back for you guys and
Employee discount.
employee discount?
Honestly, if I knew what you did, then
We
yes,
do
I
live
would.
up there.
I know. I've seen
We
you.
even talked to what is the guy who was meditating earlier? What was his name?
Oh, what was his name? Who are you talking about?
You,
No, out of character, real quick.
Mo knows. Mo's doing this on
My
purpose.
my
Better
my
remember.
notes don't go that far back. I don't have his name. 'cause
Dude, I'm not taking notes and I know.
It's 10 minutes ago.
What are you talking about? Floating guy. I don't know.
I will.
What's his name?
We're Jackal and Carillion.
No, it's not the word Jackal.
And the discount is gone in 5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
1.
Make a.
What
Ding,
if-
ding, 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 ding.
What if I make a deal with you, barkeep or tavern keeper, whatever your name is?
Oh, this is going brilliantly.
You can call.
See,
you,
whatever your name is.
you can call me. What's it?
No.
Cisco. Make a name up.
Yeah, let's say Andro, Andre,
Okay, it's fine.
Andrew.
Andre,
Andre.
Andro.
Andre.
Andre is nice.
Andre.
Andre, are you
I'll
familiar
write
with a dice game called Odds and Evens?
It's Andre.
Andre? Okay, I'm sorry, Andre.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Odds and Evens?
No. What is it?
Okay, well, I've got these dice.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll them on the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You're gonna say
roll-
odd or even.
Mm-hmm.
If it's odd,
Alright.
I'll give you a tip, 20 gold, along with the 90 for the drink. If it's not what you call it, you knock off 40 gold.
Can I see those dice?
Sure. Gotta,
He'll inspect it.
I will give him my dice set.
Alright. How many is there? 3, right?
Yes, I believe 3 dice.
So the total, if it's odd, then you give me 20 gold and 90 gold for
And the
the
90 gold. Yeah,
for the bottle.
yeah, but if not, then you knock off 40 gold. But you have to call odds or evens. Whatever the numbers add up to.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So it'd
Odd.
be like 3d4.
I call it odd.
Okay, I'll let you roll it then.
Wait, before you... And what if I lose?
You knock off 40 gold off the drink.
Oh, no. 10
My
go-
buddy Morker over there.
20 gold off the drink.
I'm
I'll play
not
with you.
there.
I'll play with you.
20 gold, but
My friend.
but you see the dwarf over there?
Aye, yeah, I
I'm
see.
not there.
I want you to give him a drink that's so strong he'll be more honest than he's ever been in his life.
Are you sure he's a dwarf? You realize they can handle the liquor, most of them.
That's why you're gonna make a drink that'll knock his socks off.
Alright, you intrigue me. Roll away.
I am repeating for all of you, I am not there!
Fair enough, you're not there.
Odds or evens?
You're good.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. You want me to roll the 3 dice?
Yes, please.
All right, I'm gonna roll 3d6. What are you gonna call it, Andre?
Odds.
I'm
I
shaking
told you
dice.
already.
Odds. All right.
Alright. What does this count to? It's a 4, it's a 4 and a 3.
I'm gonna hold the cup down. It's 11 right now. Andre, what the hell? I'm gonna point up.
Make a deception check.
With disadvantage, please.
I mean, this guy's been around, you know? So, yep.
And then Gray was thrown out of Candlekeep for trying to.
He
Like
said,
Arnold Schwarzenegger now, he goes, look, an elephant!
Look there.
Was anyone else who seen that old John West advert for salmon, where he's fighting the bear? He goes, "Look, an eagle!" And kicks him in the nuts.
he goes,
What's happening right now?
you don't need to tell me what's there. I know everything about this place. Lift the cup.
Lift the cup.
Oh,
Oh,
an
I'm
11.
lifting it. I'm gonna try. Yeah. You're pretty good at this game.
It's a 50-50.
I've never played before.
Could have surprised me.
So that's 110 gold.
No, it was 100 and... It was
110
I was-
gold.
110 gold. You got me. Okay. Don't tell my friends over there. I will give you
110 gold.
No, yeah. I will give you 70 right now. Aki over there offered to pay for 2 of my drinks. Can you just tell him the rest of the tab is whatever 110 minus 70 is?
Make a
And-
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, wait.
I'll just give him 100 gold right now. Here's 100 gold. He'll pay the rest. But can you please still make the drink from Worker? I'm begging you.
You pointed at somewhere, but there is no dwarf there, by the way.
Oh,
Oh, wait a second. But like, is this evening?
Coming towards evening. Yeah, it's quite late. It's coming like
yeah.
dusk.
Okay, so and we arrived. That like hours have passed since we got to the visit. Okay, no, then I will give you this. I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there.
So yeah.
Okay.
it's,
I'll throw out 100 gold onto the table right now.
takes it
Enjoy
in,
your 100 gold.
goes to the back, comes back, and it's pretty tiny bottle, but it's looks very, very expensive. Here you go. Enjoy.
Oh wait, but I still also get the other bottle.
I'll make the drink. I'll bring it to you.
Awesome. Andre, it was a pleasure playing with you. I'm gonna shake his hand.
He nods, doesn't shake your hand.
I am.
More psychic damage, boys.
I'm gonna walk up to the table. Guys, you will not believe what just happened. That barkeep over there, amazing at this game, by the way. I only lost 30 gold.
Yeah, and you see that the bottle that he brought is got like little gold leaf on it, you know, like a Goldschlager kind of style. So it's got floating gold leaves on it.
I'm gonna pass the
sorry.
drink to Morker, the really
Please,
expensive
can I
one.
insight
Can
that?
we? Can we?
I think we all incite this because actually Bruce doesn't know what,
Yeah,
what sort of
please.
shit Frey is. He doesn't.
Thou
incite.
doth protest too much. Oh fuck it, I believe it.
6.
Sorry, guys, I'll be right back. I'm bursting.
Morker, are you also?
I'm bursting.
Yeah, he took a toilet. About it.
So you say 30 gold,
I only lost 30 gold. I think that's a win.
right?
But look at this drink, Morker. Go ahead and chug it.
How much
Come
does
on.
it cost, as well as losing the 30?
Well, maybe an additional 60 gold.
Hmm.
So I only lost 90
Okay.
gold.
Well,
Wait a
That's
minute.
fun.
Great. That's significantly more than. Oh my! Are you lying to us?
No, I lost 90 gold. And then Aki, just a heads up, you might have to pay the tab of 10 more gold.
10 gold?
Just 10 gold. Actually,
Okay.
just 10. I'm not lying. That's the truth.
I don't.
Sorry
I
to
don't know
disturb.
what
Sorry, guys. Here you go. That's your the drink and a special one for you, my dwarven friend.
I didn't order this.
Oh no, your friend over there asked me to make you a special drink.
What did you do?
Morker, I really just wanted to thank you for bringing me into this group of friends and getting us on this journey. That is the honest truth.
How much did you pay this?
That's the 90 gold.
Aki will pay the 10 gold while the waiter stands.
Thank you very much. Kind of buckets it. Walks away.
Well, what's like? I want the best description of this drink now.
It looks like a strong, kind of syrupy drink, and the top layer of it seems to be some lesser, thicker drink. So it's probably a combination of two drinks together, but it's kind of separated in a sense.
Oh, so like I try to smell it. Does it come off like strong?
Very, very strong. You don't even need to bring it too close to it. It's a sweet smell, but it's very strong.
Well, you're lucky that I like sweet. Thank you. I chug it. I try to chug all of it.
And as you do, make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's go, boys!
I'm gonna turn and look at Andre.
I'm basically doing my New Year's Eve where I physically revolt in my interiors.
I'm gonna turn and look at Andre, and if this does not get him drunk, I'm getting my fucking refund.
He winks towards you as you look at him.
Does he do it?
That's a 7!
It goes down, burning down your chest, and you can feel it. And it's almost medicinal and soothing in a sense. If you had a cough or something, you would probably get rid of it. But it goes through, and it tastes nice, pretty good. And then you feel normal for a moment. You just try to kind of stand up, and as you stand up, you just see Morkor kind of. He doesn't feel this, but you just see him tilting to one side, and then just.
Oh.
His eyes.
That was the best drink I had in a long time. Thank you, you rat bastard.
What on earth did you give him?
You guys should all take a drink too.
And you see him kind of like that, and then trying to move, but he can't move, and he's like a worm wriggling on the floor.
Oh, this is my new technique, guys. The water.
Burn style.
I'm gonna take the bottle that he gave me, not the super expensive one that Morker just chugged, but the other expensive bottle. I'm gonna pour like shots for everyone or like drinks for everyone.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Fuck that
Push it
right
towards
off.
Bryn.
After
that right off.
I put this on Bruce.
Dorothy takes it. She drinks it.
You're. I
Dorothy
will
Constitution
not
save?
not drink before I tattoo you, Bruce.
This one is not strong. This one is just expensive and nice. And as she drinks it, it's quite nice actually.
Very well. I'll sample some.
And as you all kind of drink away to the night and have this moment where you see Morkor kind of flapping around,
All day long, baby.
you take him back into your rooms, respectively, putting him into bed somehow as he wriggles there.
I'm
Continue.
gonna go to Morker's room and stay the night there because I have questions for him.
Okay.
Really?
Oh my god.
Truth serum the dwarf. That's what I wanted.
Oh, Jesus.
You all go into your rooms and you fall asleep. Morkor, what did you want, Gray, with him?
I'm just gonna ask him questions later. I won't do it now, but
Okay.
yeah.
God, this is going to bite me in the ass so hard.
You see him, he's snoring and sleeping, and he falls asleep.
Well, I'm gonna tuck him in like before he goes to sleep. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
ask him
ask questions.
as I'm
Okay.
tucking.
Oh, go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tuck him in.
Before
Go ahead.
this, I do this for you. And fuck.
This
Lucky.
better be the best 100 gold I've ever spent.
I do this for you. I mean, whatever. Like this comes into metagame as well, but whatever.
Go ahead.
Before this, let me do my stuff that I'm doing in the afternoon about the aviary that I asked. As the group goes to the blacksmith and stuff, or whatever point of the of the day where I know that people are busy and I'm not around any of my acquaintances of the group, I'll go to the aviary or find a quiet place in the library where I can start writing. I'll fetch quill and parchment, and I'll start to write a letter, which I actually wrote.
Oh.
Hey, Hungrol. It's me, Morcor. Listen, I'll cut to the chase, because I know you're not into pleasantries. And there is a lot to explain. Yes, I've been away for months now, without any news, but with good reasons. In my attempts to find the book we were looking for, I've been taken in by the Candlekeep Academy near Baldur's Gate. They own a massive library, and its leaders seem to be individuals of great wisdom. I hope that your research has borne fruits, but by your silence, I have to come to the conclusion that you've been unsuccessful so far. But this may be the point. The answer may not even be in the temple's archives at all. Maybe we were just looking in the wrong place. I believe that with access to this library, I may find something to fight the visions. But to get to the books, I have been forced to run some errands for the Academy. I have been on a constant move. That's why I was unable to reach out. And don't worry, I'm not working alone. I'm with a group. I think they're called Seekers. They seem to be mostly fine. And again, yes, I know what ancient Paltha said, but I'm not going to sit around rolling my thumbs. I am doing this, with or without his approval. I'll write to you again once I'll have some news. In the meantime, leave me some of those troglodytes for me. I don't want my glorious return to the temple to be spoiled by the absence of butts to kick. Continue your research, friend, and stay safe, Morcor. And I will look for the raven or whatever that is trained for
they have like falcons.
falcons that is trained to get to Snowdown, specifically to Care Westfall, and I'll send a letter there. That's all.
Okay.
And as you watch the...
That will that will cost you, let's say, 5 silver, I think, more, if that's okay with you.
Makes sense.
Just you can mark it off.
Across the ocean, or the sea, you could say, to your temple it goes. And return back to you tucking him in. What do you say? What do you say to him?
As I'm tucking Worker in, buddy, you've had a great adventure.
You know, you are my best friend. Come here, you.
Wow.
Oh God, I'm just gonna oh God, oh okay. Morker, I have a question for you. Can you answer some questions for me? So
I don't have questions.
I have questions for you though. So tell me, why have you stayed with this group for as long as you have? I know why I'm staying with this group, but why are you with us?
I don't know. It seems like a nice group of people. It's fine. I had to get around somewhere, anywhere.
How come you haven't gone back to or talked about your monastery at all?
It's none of your business.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Morcor.
Okay.
Please, as you are talking and you are in kind of that state at this point that it's been
What was the save you said?
wisdom, please.
Wisdom.
No. Yes.
Okay. As you are talking to him, Gray, you realize Morcor has fallen asleep.
I didn't want to have to do this to you, Morker. I'm sorry. Wake up!
Do I wake up? Question mark.
That will be up to you. I'll leave to you, Matt, to decide, actually.
Oh, there's some wind in this room.
Yeah, there is. So, why don't you ever tell us about your monastery or why you haven't gone back? You already completed your quest. You got the book you wanted.
Well, the task is not completed till it is completed.
What are you trying to complete?
The staff monastery, stupid bongos, troglodytes trying to destroy it. I need to find stuff.
I'm gonna pat him on the head. Have a good night, Morker.
And as you step out of the room and go back to your own room, and you find rest once again. And just to finish off this episode, as the morning comes, you all wake up once again in your rooms. Apart from you, Morkel.
Oh my god, again?
Back to the table.
Fucking hell! Fucking damn it.
This
And he's got
time,
the hangover to match.
this time, as your eyes open, you find yourself in a darkened room, and you look around, and you see rows and rows of shelves, bookshelves, but they're all empty. There is this slight bluish tint all the way around. Behind you, when you kind of get yourself up, you see a gate which has been broken, like the lock has been broken. And then you look to the other side of the room and you see this glass container, and within it you see pages, very, very thin pages, floating around in the middle. And the glass itself seems to be got some sort of frost around it. And as you look there and you look around and you look at yourself, you do not see hands. You do not see feet. And you do not know why. And that's where we'll end today's episode.
Whoa! Oh, God.
Morker had too much to drink.
Did they trip so hard that I
He slapped you that hard. No, we'll find out what
I
happens.
was so scared the slap was gonna make him sober.
It's like how the monkey gets sober, they slap each other.
Damn it.
I thought it was gonna
Spend
be
one key point to get your friend sober.
He's like, I'm gonna slap him. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna go flurry of fists, flurry of blows.
All right.
Amazing.
Amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. Thank you for those people that have been watching, and for those, please spread the word about this, about Rollers of Fate and this game, and also our Sunday game as well. We hope to see you next week, same time, same place here, and thank you to Darren Curtis for his beautiful music, and also James Webster for his art that we use throughout the game. And I guess until next time, everyone, say goodbye.
Yeah, have a good week. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You're the best players ever. We love you.
I know.
Very nice. Good night.
Oh man.